50% of your battles. When people spend money, invest in promo, invest into the time, bro, you know how many times I've sat and or stood at a battle, like back hurt, all this, waiting on you to perform for you to choke. That's disappointing to the fans. So when I'm up there speaking, I'm speaking for the fans. I'm not speaking on no hate shit. I love Shuni. Shuni is one of my favorite battle rappers. And as you can see, per my number one pick this year, I'm not biased and I don't give a fuck about no argument, no friendship or nothing. Me and Hustle got into it last year. She was my number one. I didn't have no problem giving her the flowers that she deserved. But if we're going to act like choking in 5 out of 7 battles is okay, that's crazy to me. That's me personally, but maybe I have a different respect for certain types of things. I've been watching battle rap for over 10 years. I don't want to see one of my favorite battle rappers choking 5 of they 7 battles for the year and then expect to be voted in the top 10 easily because
and
you
I
had
can
one
agree
battle.
with you that this was our sentiment. A few of us, me personally, I could say this was my sentiment last year. When you have 11 battles and 7 of them are not up to par, I am going to look at your highs and say, yes, these are really good highs. But I also have to bring your lows into the equation as well. Everything got to get chopped in the blender. And that was the debate last year. You know, you were punching for her last year, and it was, you had 11 battles. You didn't do good in 7 of the 11. That's a majority of your shit. What are we doing here? You get what I'm saying? So I get your feelings and your sentiments this year with you did not do well in the majority
And
of
it's
your
not a
battles, and it needs to
Shuni
be
hate.
taken
And it's not a
seriously.
Shuni hate because I also made another I feel like very good point is that the battle to me that meant more for Shuni to me was her battle with Hustle, not her battle with Shotgun Shook. Yes, it is a body, but yes, you also got bodied by somebody that it mattered more to get bodied by. So
All
it
right, so
wasn't just that chokes happened. It was also that to me, the biggest battle on your resume for the year, you didn't win. Not only didn't you win, you got smoked and you choked, in my opinion.
okay, and I can understand that. I agree. I agree with she got smoke versus Hustle. I thought that was going to be a much better battle than what it was, beforehand. And I think she redeemed herself. Like at some point in time, yeah. I mean, and I know what
don't want
people
to
are
talk
going to
about
be.
shooting anymore.
Well,
Go
good
ahead,
thing you're
sir.
not talking. Then go ahead. You want me to show you where the mute button at? I mean, I'm just saying.
You don't mute me.
Listen, dog. Listen. We doing champion tomorrow too, because
I don't know
I'm a
about
speak.
that. I'm
I'm
on
a
a
speak.
vacation going to
Yeah, I hear
Hawaii.
you.
I really
Don't
booked
worry
a
about.
flight.
Don't
I'm
worry
out.
about. The good news is I know where the studio is and I got the access codes.
Okay, good luck with that.
Yeah. But anyway, no, I think at some point in time, and I know what people are going to say. I am not oblivious to the twerk comparisons. So I'm gonna say this because this is how I look at it, right? When you look at Shuni's year, and let's use those 2 battles specifically, Lola, because shout out to the boss. I like using facts and I like using what you said. So her biggest battle, according to you, or your personal feelings, is her versus Ms.Hustle. She choked. She got done dirty in that battle on the anniversary card, which was at that point in time the biggest card of the year. That was the easy and Hitman, all the energy around that. So absolutely, I'm with you on that 100%. But then, um, can't she redeem herself by battling Shotgun Suge on the biggest league in the world, in my opinion, URL, and on their biggest quote unquote grudge card, which is men versus women? She caught the body of the night. I think Ms.Hustle versus Rock was a better battle, but Shuni versus Suge, that just set the night off. And it was like, oh my God. And I mean, Suge was on a run leading up to that
And
battle.
Omar, can I ask you a question? I don't
Wait a
mean
minute.
to
All right, hold on.
interrupt,
Yes,
but
you
can I
can.
just ask you
Wait a
one
minute. No, no.
thing?
You
Is
can
I
this
ask.
got a
really a
response.
grudge?
I
Is
got
this
a
Huh?
really a
response.
grudge?
That's not a
Like,
grudge match. We
Wait,
is
no, no,
talking
this
no,
about
no,
not
no,
a
no,
you
no,
grudge
no, no.
talking
I
match?
didn't
about
say grudge
a
match.
This is like
legacy.
See,
for
listen.
The
fun, for
See,
real.
the
This
y'all.
is an
See,
the word that I
listen.
all-time
couldn't think
card.
of,
Like,
the
hold
word
on.
that I couldn't think of on the panel was legacy battle.
Uh
This
huh.
was this was Hustle's legacy battle. Whether she bodied Suge or not, this was her legacy battle. I don't know why we acting like certain things don't matter.
All right. So
Shuni, a Shuni battle with Hustle is gonna, to me, 100% of the time mean more than a battle with Suge. I don't care if it's on Kings versus Queens.
But this is
and
what I'm saying.
my
So
thing is, her loss is not just a loss. She choked. It's not like she just got outclassed, outperformed, and outperformed. She choked. So not only did you you didn't even pass the test, you fumbled the bag badly. Just because we giving you this, you had a great performance against Suge. Yes, it redeems you a little bit, but then what about the other 4 chokes that she had on her resume? Are we holding so much weight onto that?
Goalposts, right? You know the
It's
phrase
not
moving
moving.
the goalposts?
That's not moving the goalposts.
It is because what y'all did, y'all teamed up, y'all cut me off, and now you want to bring up the other 4 battles. Let's focus on them too. At the time that I agree with what
to focus on just
I think he's just agitating. That's what he's.
No, because this is the thing, right? When you look at it, right, when you're having the argument, all jokes aside, you have to quantify what you're saying. And when you say, yeah, exactly, that's a good word, man.
Is this why you wasn't on Cody this year? I'm gonna let you continue, but we just wondering.
She gonna let you finish, cuz.
All I'm saying is this: at the time that she battled Suge, Suge was on fire. And if we being completely honest, who was the favorite going into the Hustle versus Shuni battle? Hustle was the favorite by a mile. Let's be honest. At that point in time. And when Shuni went into the Suge battle, Suge was the favorite. If we being honest, by a mile, because Shuni has had issues. I'm not debating the fact that she has choked in 5 out of the 7 battles. I'm disappointed that you didn't name all 5 battles as many times as you brought it up, but she choked in 5 out of 7 battles. Cool. The thing is, those are the 2 biggest battles from her year. And I feel like they're a wash because she did terrible versus Ms.Hustle. Everything you said, if you want to use the test analogy, she flunked the test. She got a 0. But then versus Suge, she got a 100. So I just feel.
But how many tests do she? How many tests do she get the flunk when you hold it? Okay, so let's look at a Libra scale. Let's look at a Libra scale. We're gonna hold the Shotgun Suge battle heavy, because I do feel that was a very significant win for the women, not just for her, for the women. But then we're gonna hold on the other side of the scale, because we're talking about good and bad. Her chokes and bad battle against Hustle, which she lost, which is a big test for her career as in the legacy. We're talking about woman versus woman. We're talking about you've been here this long, I've been here this long. We're talking about standing against the pressure. Not only that, she kind of caused the argument and a little she had bad sportsmanship in that battle too. She was losing real bad. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Then we're going to talk about the other 4 battles she choked in. And those battles include, since you wanted to bring it up, they include Villa, they include Mac Myron, they include Coffee Brown, they include Casey J. So bringing those up, and y'all want to bring up the fact that y'all believe that her and Casey J had battle of the year. She is getting reward for Casey J doing so well.
So she didn't do nothing in the Casey J battle?
Shuni barely made it through that battle. We're not going to sit here and act like we haven't heard Shuni rap on 100% versus Shuni rap on 40%. And that was the difference in that battle. That was the clear
was that the
difference.
Battle of the night
She literally
I choked first, Casey, Lola.
I didn't.
All right, I'm going on mute now.
I never said you choked.
You just named listen. Casey was in there. You literally just said that.
If you watch it, no, because I didn't. No.
Because you misspoke just now, maybe, but
no, I didn't miss.
You said
so let me clarify my choke category just in case you didn't watch the Woty panel. My choke category has chokes, fuck ups, stumbles, run backs, anything that's not clean, you are in that category for 5 battles, including that KCJ battle. Although people do have a battle of the year, I feel like that is you getting kickback from KCJ doing so well because she did. You barely made it through that battle, and I feel like
I barely made it through KC.
Yes,
you're wilding right now.
You barely made it through that battle. I've been watching you battle.
Are you?
I'm not saying you didn't have. I'm not saying you didn't have good material. I never. That's the one thing.
Barely make it through that battle. Like you're bugging in that.
That's one thing about it, Shuni. I never said you don't have good material. You always have good material. You do. I do say that. I literally said in the argument, I can love you all day, but if you cannot make it through 3 rounds, me loving you, I want to be clear. Me loving you is directly related to you being a battle rapper. I'm not no dick sucking ass fan. That's why I can't. That's why last year I thought you should be higher on the list than you were. And this year I felt like you choking, stumbling, or messing up in 5 out of 7 battles is crazy. And yes, I do feel like you were very on edge and choking very close in that Casey battle.
No, I wasn't.
What's your question?
Let me get my question.
What's your question?
So I choked in 5 out of 7 battles, right? What category does that fall in?
All of them. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Hold on, wait. Wait. I'm gonna explain. When you are not consistent in your raps, that affects your. No, I'm about to explain to you, baby. That affects your impact. That affects your consistency.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, baby. Yes, it does. How are you impactful when you're choking? How are you impactful when you're choking? How are you impactful when you can't get clean through your battles?
Right now, I'm gonna answer you right now. I'm not impactful, but y'all talked about me the whole show from beginning to the end. Even when y'all was discussing number 3, I still was in the fucking conversation. I don't know how, but y'all still was comparing people to me. That's not impactful. I'm fucking viral every single day. I touched URL, Chrome 23, URL twice, Chrome 23, Bullpen, all the top leads that y'all said. That's not impactful. You're bugging, bro. What's the other category?
You choking consistently.
Going back
because you're asking category. I'm telling you. No, baby. We did it. No, we did it. No, we're not stuck on one category. You're not listening. You're not listening.
No, you're not listening. You had enough time.
No, it affects more than one category.
On the panel. You are only doing it in one category.
It affects more than one category. It affects more than one category.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
So
you not being able to finish your material affects more than one category. It affects impact, it affects consistency, and it affects material. That's 3 out of the 5 or 6.
Wasn't great. Do you know that you just said that? I never said performing your material to an audience and not being able to get through it affects your material. So yes, that affects your material. Where does it fall impact the schedule on everything else? You going back to one thing. That's the same category.
And it affects 3 categories. It affects 3. You choked at 5 out of 7 battles, Shuni.
What 3 does it affect? Because it falls, everything you talk about.
I mentioned it. Why you want me to keep mentioning it for? I said impact, consistency, and material. I gave you my answer. Yes, it does. It equally anybody. First of all, you know what else it affects? It affects the fact that as a fan, it affects that as a fan, somebody paid for, was invested in, and cared about you enough to watch your battle, to watch you stumble. Chuck,
and they still
Chuck,
watched it.
or fuck up, and that's the thing about it. You should care more. You should care more, and that's why I ranked you lower. That's why I ranked you lower, because choking in 5 out of 7 battles affects your impact. It affects your consistency and your material. Yes, because Shayna Ashley should have been higher. Shayna Ashley should have. I did. You didn't affect me enough. It was in comparison to Shuni. I mean to Shayna Ashley.
On the flip side of things, we all didn't agree with Lola. So there's that.
And that's fine. I was talked about the whole show, but yet I don't have no impact. Wild. Absolutely wild.
Doc, what's up? How can I help you?
Hold on, before Doc go, I just want to ask, do anybody got Ms.Hustle blocked so that she's not able to get up here? I'm getting messages that that's a possibility, not from her, but from other people. Also, the boss wanted to speak. I would love to hear what the boss has to say.
Her voice, but go ahead, though.
Just unblock for the moment, please.
No one has her blocked. That would have to be host.
I do have
each other.
I do have her blocked, but she got me blocked. But I'll unblock her though.
Oh Lord.
Can somebody send me a tweet of her so I can unblock her? I ain't got no issue with her. So.
Can I clarify something? Real fast. We're having the comparison of Cody and Woty, and I told you guys about this and how people can have different opinions. Do we understand the concept of different opinions? Like if you have a room full of 5 people and they think one way, and then another 5 people in a different room, they can think one way, or do both rooms have to think the exact same way? Can we understand that concept before we can even continue the conversation? Is that a possibility though? Like people thinking differently.
That makes perfect sense, Jay Black. Thank you.
People thinking differently. Let's just hold on. Let's focus on that real fast. People thinking differently in different places in different rooms. Start there. Another thing I want to talk about real fast is that fan votes versus a panel's decision, right? So the fan vote, they can click and pick who they want and don't even support their person. Doesn't mean automatically they have the same knowledge or did the same research. Some may have probably did that, but a lot of times you're rooting for who you're rooting for. So this is why you'll have someone behind the fan vote, and then you have a panel decision the way they have it. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you see on the timeline, no one's breaking down anything. They just say you got it wrong there. If you ask questions about it, they won't elaborate nothing. Whereas the panel, they got to elaborate and talk for 4 hours. So I'm just saying that's the difference there. But continue, my fault. Just had that in fast.
Doc, how can I help you real quick while you got your hand up?
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna be real quick. Hey, first of all, this is the best panel that there's ever been on both sides of the fence. Cody or Woty. I loved everybody on the panel. Don't gotta agree with everything everybody said, but I feel like it was really fluent. It went really fast. Everybody seemed to know what the fuck they were talking about. I was a huge fan of it. I think if you got your subs, maybe Kels and the boss, if one of y'all want to sit out for a year or something, I think y'all got some good subs there. But other than that, man, y'all were fucking great. I want to start there. I have no complaints. The second thing is, I just wanted y'all to know, Rock Lee versus Coffee is dropping tonight. I figure in the spirit of the women and what's going on. I know Rock Lee didn't know that either, so surprise, Rock. Rock Lee and Coffee is dropping. Enough. Rock Lee versus Coffee.
Rock Lee, the rookie of the year. Address her right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rock Lee, the rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? Doc Road clean sweep. Woty and Cody.
Congratulations, Rock Lee.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. That's right. I said I would go for 2023, and I'm glad I was able to achieve it. No, I have a lot of right now. But I'm good though.
Herb and get us some tissue,
I'm
y'all.
But and for the record, there was a lot of girls like Shay Rack. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Mallory.
Shy
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mallory, Shy Rack. A lot of them girls had like super fire fucking years too. You know what I'm saying? So the rookie of the year shit was super competitive. So definitely huge
Just
shout out
real
to
quick
her.
with Chirac, she was on the list last year. I think she was 7 last year. So you can't be a
Oh,
rookie
okay.
this year. But
But and she
Mallory
lost
X
the
is
caution,
fire.
rightfully so, last
Yeah,
year.
okay.
Like
Yeah, I was seeing some people.
757 caution had a phenomenal year last year. It was undeniable that she was going to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I was seeing people tweet that, so I thought that maybe she was, but nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? You know, congrats to Rock for winning that. Congrats to all the girls that made the list. Everybody deserves to be here, including the panelists. And Rockley versus Coffee dropping tonight. That's all I really got.
Let's go. Wait, where is it dropping then?
Shut up. No, I'm
Oh,
just playing. It's dropping. It's dropping in the league. It happened to him.
all right, good.
So I don't know because I feel like my questions. I guess I have similar questions to Shuni, but I think they're better from Shuni. But I just wanted to finish my
Hey,
point.
just real quick, I
I ain't got
What
no
unblocked.
the
questions.
fuck, Lola?
Oh,
God
come
I
damn,
ain't
on,
got no
This
dog.
is
questions,
this
Anwar.
is
10
God
hours.
damn,
Same
Lola.
shit
listen.
every year.
It's
Lola,
about
wait for somebody to start
it's
talking and
about
say, all
Miss
right,
Hustle. It's
go ahead,
about
Lola.
Miss Hustle. I had her blocked, so she couldn't come to the space, but she's unblocked, so she got me blocked. I don't know if that
Hustle is
prevents her,
on her
Talk
way. I
crazy
did
about
talk
you.
to Hustle.
so she
She's
should
on
be
her
able to come
way.
to the space. That's all I want to say. Y'all good? Go ahead.
Um,
I
Yeah.
just have a quick
yeah.
question. Just hey y'all, it's coffee. Just hey y'all. Thank y'all for
Hi,
y'all time and
Coffee.
everything. Thank y'all for number 2 and all the
Hi,
time,
Coffee.
everything, the politics. Who's saying hi?
That was Anwar. I was just saying hi.
Hi, Anwar. Okay,
Hey,
so I have a
Coffee.
question because Jazz is probably not gonna get in here. So we was watching the panel, right? And for all the girls that, so the Woty had 6 URL battles, and the rest of us had battles of other places that weren't home. So why was that not weighed for everyone else? Literally everyone else that battling away from home obviously is tougher battles, and I don't think it was weighed at all, especially in me, Jazz, any of the top five's favor, to be quite honest. It was weighed in her favor for being on URL 6 times.
I
But
do
being
want to say I
hold on,
did
wait,
weigh
just a second.
in your favor in that category in terms of you traveling around. I did mention that a lot because I felt like that did matter.
But I don't think it mattered for like, I mean, maybe for me, but I didn't hear it for like Jazz. You never see Jazz outside of URL. She had to go other places. So the way that we put the weight on being on URL 6 times, I think the other girls should have been praised for going other places. And it's not easy battling on the road. And I'm not saying this because I'm always on the road, but I think for everyone that should have counted a little bit more. That's just my opinion. But I do thank y'all for your time and everything. So okay, I'm out of here. Bye.
Hey,
We love you,
Coffee. Hey,
Coffee. We
Coffee.
love
Thank you,
you.
Coffee.
Yes. Y'all
Your
welcome.
battle, your battle dropping tonight.
Oh yeah, I heard you say that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And shout out New Orleans. It was fun.
That's actually a good point. Especially when you think about like comfort and the big names, the jazzes, the coffees. Like when you go, the expectation when jazz or hustle or a shoonie or a coffee, like if they go international, right? They're not just going to battle anybody there because obviously the leagues have to, make it make sense for their people. But then there's that level of pressure. So that's actually a good point. Shout out to coffee. I ain't think of
We
that.
did mention that on the panel. We mentioned that
I didn't hear
that
it. It
was
was it wasn't mentioned as many times as you choked 5 times. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Like it got to
I
be
hear you.
highlighted.
Thank you, Anwar. Because
I don't
please,
want
I
to troll
we
I
right
got
now.
No,
choked
understand
I'm
what
saying
you
down
guys.
no. What I'm
battles
She's
with
really
saying is
choking.
trolling.
We
I'm
don't
not
even know.
trolling. I'm
We
not
don't even
trolling.
know.
No,
I'm not
I
trolling.
am.
What
I
I'm
wasn't.
saying
You
is it
We
is,
has
don't
to
you
even
be
know.
is,
highlighted.
you
We
is.
So
don't
you
even
should
No,
have hit
know.
him with
It's
no,
cool.
Loki's trolling.
It's
no.
cool.
It
According to
has to be
Lola, only Shuni
highlighted.
choked this year.
What I ain't what say that again?
I
Unfortunately,
said,
when
No,
according to
someone,
you was on the
Lola,
panel
only
before too,
Shuni
right?
choked.
I know you was on the panel
unfortunately,
before
when
too, Alma.
someone
Oh, I'm about to
is
say no. I
that
can't. I
type of
can't agree with that because she was talking about chokes when they was at
un,
the number 15 spot. They was
right,
talking about chokes for a
but
lot. So
Yeah,
unfortunately,
but
when
did she say
someone,
their percentage? Did she tell somebody to make a video for them? Like, I feel like she was excessive on me for no reason. It happens all the time. Either one person last year was Dude, this year is Lola. It's the same shit
I
every
wasn't
year.
on you last year like that. I was
Now
just
you was.
bringing
You was
up.
on my head last year.
I wasn't
You
on
was.
your
You
head, Shuni.
definitely was on
You
my head
still
last
holding that
year.
against me from like a year ago, and that's
No,
fucked
I'm
up.
just saying. It's just a repeat. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be an award.
I
Who
would
been
have been
fucked up?
wondering why Lola wasn't with me last year the way she is on this shit this year if I was you.
Do y'all don't feel like, and Lola aside, because Shorty says she don't. And you might not want to answer this, dude, but me watching it, and I know you was there, it just felt excessive. It started to feel personal that was literally the only thing that was mentioned when it came to me throughout the show, the percentage. Oh, go do a video on her. Like, I don't know if she was drinking or
I
whatever,
can
but it was
understand
kind
that.
of wild.
Totally.
It was kind of
Bro,
wild.
don't talk to me like I'm not here. I wasn't drinking. You choking 5 out of
I
fucking
ain't talking to
7
you like you're not
battles.
here.
Yes, you
I don't feel like
is. You choking 5 out of 7 battles.
Good, okay, and who
No,
else
because
choked?
stop talking about me like that.
And who else
And I
choked?
talked
Who
about
else
all of
choked?
them. And I talked about all of them. I talked about E-Heart. I talked about Coffee. I talked about
How many
Jazz.
battles did she
Jazz
choke
choked
in?
in 1. E-Heart choked in 2. I choked 2. And I talked about all of it. I talked about all of it. You want to be a top tier battle rapper? Stop with that victim shit. You're a battle rapper. We
Let's rein it
expect you
in.
to motherfucking rap. You choked against top tiers and bottom tiers. Period. You choked against 1-rounders and 3-rounders. That's not my fault. I didn't fucking cause you to choke. I talked
Lola,
about it, and I
you feel
talked
like
about
you're
everybody
running
fucking
as
talking about. She's not about to talk crazy.
Okay, but
She's not
you
about to
on
talk
mic.
crazy.
Wait a
I can
second.
talk how I want. I can talk how I want, and ain't no bitch.
And that was my opinion. And that was my opinion. Choking in 5 out of 7 battles is crazy.
All right, y'all. We're going to calm this down a little bit. I do want to say real quick that we have the official 2023 Woty in the building. Congratulations, Hustle. How are you this evening?
Hustle.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you. I'm good. I'm like excited. I got a whole bunch of emotions. I cried. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for real. Cause I ain't have hope. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have hope. I didn't.
Why did you have hope?
Because I just thought like, due to me having, issues with people and shit like that, like, people wasn't gonna be, fair. But y'all was. Shout out to Lola, shout out to Dude, shout out to Rita, shout out to Tata, Wing, you know what I'm saying? Like Josh. So, I appreciate y'all for real. Thank you.
Can I get my 10% for being your therapist every battle?
You damn sure can, girl.
Hi, Farrah.
Hey, Dude.
But nah, I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for sure.
Shuni, I could totally understand.
Thank you.
You feeling like
Lola, we don't got no beef, man.
It's not. It's but dude, it's not even that. Hi, Hustle. Congratulations,
Hustle.
How
Thank
are
you. I'm great.
My thing is, I stopped speaking to her. I'm talking toward you about what it is. Hold on, because I'm not trying to go back and forth. And I just tweeted to ask, do you got a real issue? If it's battle rap, it's battle rap. But don't keep yelling like, oh, don't talk to me like I'm not here. I'm trying to avoid the issue because if it's really up, it can be like that. And I don't want it to be like that over battle rap. But y'all know I don't play that shit. So I'm asking now, because I just tweeted, what is we doing?
I don't think y'all doing anything. So
well, no, you can't speak for her. I'm asking directly to her. She ain't want me to talk around it. I'm asking, what are we doing? Because it's battle rap.
You're not gonna talk about me like I'm not here. You're not gonna talk about me some type of way.
Conversation.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Say what I want.
But you okay? Then I'm gonna interject when I feel like you talking some type of way. So mind your manners.
I don't have to mind my manners with nobody.
Period.
I want to see you make me over this 5'10" of me. Make me mind my motherfucking manners.
We got to cool down.
Y'all be so hurt. I'm not the one that choked in 5 out of 7 battles. That's crazy.
And I did, and that's my point.
Okay then. Somebody who can't be accountable for that is a problem. Okay then. You're mad at me for saying it. You're mad at me for saying it. You're mad at me for saying it. Okay then. You're not really mad then.
I'm not saying everyone else.
You're saying
I said Rita, my nigga. Did I not say everybody who choked?
Can we mute her or can I get my word
Bro,
out?
I don't. Hey, listen, I'm out. I don't have time for this shit. Listen to this bitching ass shit.
You don't have to leave. You don't have to leave. I'm not bitching about nothing. It's just the point of y'all do this every year. Y'all talk about what it is. Oh, the percentage. Yes, I did choke. But if you're talking percentages and an E-Heart choked at 2 out of her 3 battles, her percentage got to be higher than mine. That's what I'm saying. So don't run hard on me and you're not running hard on everybody else. Yes, I choked. I I had myself at 10. She's still gonna hear it because the bitch probably listen on anonymous. She ain't really leave. Stop it. Listen, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Yes, I did choke in my battles. That's not the argument. She was being excessive. And y'all not gonna sit up here and say she wasn't being obsessive with me. She was losing her breath, screaming and shit. Like, it's not that serious, bro. It's absolutely not that serious. And then to say that it affects everything, and it don't. Y'all know, y'all never had a full conversation when it come to me. Should I stop choking? Yeah, I should. There's plenty of motherfuckers that should stop choking. We don't go hard on everybody, and that's what's crazy. My moments was bigger than them fucking chokes, period. And can't nobody tell me that it wasn't. How I'm in all of these categories: body of the night, battle of the night, like shit like that. You understand? We won battle of the night last year too. You understand what I'm saying? I was in there last year too, so it's like, come on, you can't just weigh the chokes like that and not do everybody else. That's all I'm saying. The criteria never fully get talked about when it comes to me. And I'm trying to figure out if it's a real problem because niggas is tweeting me like, oh, do she really got a problem? And I'm like, I ain't think she did. But if she do, what's that? Like, got no issues with nobody over no fucking Woty panel. That's stupid. I don't have no issues over no shit like that.
We're not going to get there with that.
You don't know what it's going to get to. The bitch going to tell me to mind my manners. Who the fuck you talking to? You're not my child, my mother, or my father. Don't mind no manners. Like, fuck out of here. You had enough time to talk. It was excessive. And I think almost everybody can agree with that. It was excessive. From beginning to end. If I'm number 11, why are you talking about me at number 3? Why am I even in this conversation? Because I'm impactful. Because I am who I am. Let's not play, oh, you battled Hustle, such and such. Yeah, I did battle Hustle. And what happened? I still got big battles after that. Nothing's going to change because I'm already solidified, bro. Nothing going to change. Still got big battles this year. Nothing's going to change. Hustle is the biggest. It don't matter. Nothing's going to change because I'm Shoni. I'm viral every fucking day and I don't got an impact. That nigga is crazy.
Frank, how can I help you? We the fans, shout out to We the fans. Everybody who is up here right now has been filtered through him and they are allowed to be up here. Shout out to you for us sponsoring our Rookie of the Year for 2023. We do appreciate you.
Yeah, make sure Rock Lee get her money, brother.
Make sure she gets her money promptly.
Don't run off on that. Make sure that gets paid out.
Thank you,
So
of course.
I just pulled up to say thank you, Rita. Thank you to the panel. Y'all did an amazing job. Salute to all the battlers, all the top 15, and even the ones that weren't mentioned. Salute to Female Battle Rap. I started in the spaces January 2022, and the first card I ever had Rock Lee on there. I've been a big fan of Rock Lee ever since, you know what I'm saying? So it's great. It's an honor to be able to sponsor Rookie of the Year. Rock Lee, congratulations. Holla at me with your info. God bless everybody. Big announcement from We the Fans coming tomorrow, courtesy of Anwar and Jay Black. God bless y'all.
I have no clue what you're talking about, but yeah.
Salute to Lola.
I'm literally about to board a plane to Hawaii, but whatever, bro.
Period.
I'll see you tomorrow, Jay Black.
Yeah, good luck, brother. How you doing, Hustle?
Hey.
Oh, and congratulations, Ms.Hustle. My fault. Hustle. I love you. Congratulations, my nigga.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, Hustle. So what we traveling to again?
Oh, we gotta go on vacation, girl. So Jay Black, I remember saying this to you last week, and you said good luck. I want an ape with a bow on my belt. Okay.
We can arrange things, but again, the ceremony is in 2 weeks. Let's make this a special occasion. We just want to make it special. So it's gonna be a little different than what we've seen on Champion before. Who's in the car?
Who is that?
Joshua.
That's Josh.
Josh dropped. We can hear you.
Mute the fuck up, Joshua.
This nigga on the wing.
Josh.
We hit a win.
You're probably on the plane.
Yeah, you gotta mute that, bro. You gotta mute that.
Hey, Hustle, get off all that quiet shit, man. You campaign and you.
Man, listen. It ain't hit me yet, man.
Say my mic on. I can't hear nothing.
You know I would talk my shit.
It's gonna hit you when that 10 man.
I think you guys saved some of the conversation for the the panel. I mean the ceremony. Pardon me. So in 2 weeks, Me and Hustle gonna have a sit down where everything gets situated and get it right. We had a conversation, I think, like 4 years ago. We're gonna revisit that though. I doubt you remember it, but I did.
Well, you can refresh my memory.
No, I'm gonna refresh you when it's time. I got you.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
In 2 weeks.
that's all I gotta say. I'm good.
Ta-ta.
What up, Woty?
Baby?
What up, Woty?
Thank you. Yo, you fought for me. Right. Shout out to
you deserve it.
Thank
You put on amazing performances all year. You never let us down. I'm gonna always fight for it. I don't be having no dog in the race. I just want to go with the best one.
Facts. Thank you though. Thank you. I appreciate you for real. The whole
you had
panel
a
for real.
phenomenal year.
Thank you.
KD, what's up?
What's up, y'all? What's up? First up, I just want to say congratulations, Hustle, man, for real. That was dope.
You.
That's fire. I think it's safe to say tonight could only went one way without the this motherfucker was gonna blow up tonight. So you know what I'm saying. It can only go one way, and it went the right way. So shout out to the panel for that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, for real, yo, I've been tweeting about it all night, man. Tati and like Lola, they really know their shit. Like, my bad, I've been saying it wrong the whole night. Tata, I'm sorry, but listen, she been knowing her shit the whole night. Like they go off criteria. They don't care who's the who. They keeping it real down the line, man. I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? And like, shout out to the top 15. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women that didn't get like the recognition, but like I still think like Jade had a wonderful year. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see how you pronounce her name? Shayrak. Like Shayrak, yeah, she dope. Like she's super dope. It's dope to see Cashflow Rizzy being talked about. That shit fire. Like everybody can't make it, you know what I'm saying? But like that don't mean motherfuckers ain't soldiers out here. But that's all I wanted to say though, man. Y'all did y'all dollars. So that y'all more real than the niggas. Y'all more real than the niggas. You know what I'm saying? For real. Y'all raised 10 of them things. 10 of them things. That's fire. That's fire. Hustle, get your money, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me about a little piece of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you love me, though.
That is crazy.
A little piece of that.
Get out of here, KD.
Hey, y'all make Ty cuss. Y'all make Ty cuss again. I'm gonna slap the shit out of Josh.
Yo.
I'm crying.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking with that at all.
They didn't make me cuss. I just cuss.
Nah, you don't be doing
Yo,
that.
look, it look real crazy up there, right? But we all love and respect each other. We just trying to make sure we get that shit right. So to y'all, it look like we about to fight or, oh, they must don't like each other. No, we actually solid. So.
And I'm glad everybody was entertained, to be honest. Like, everybody thoroughly enjoyed the entire show from start to finish. So that's very, very important to me, that everybody enjoys what they're watching, as well as, it's creating conversation and it's keeping everybody like literally tuned in the whole time. That's amazing to me. Like, if y'all not leaving that show from start to finish, like that's fire. So that's all I can ask for, is that y'all are entertained and that y'all, I mean, y'all might not agree with us, but that y'all continue to create conversation around it. That's going to push female battle rap into the right spot that we need to see it in.
Facts. And I just wanted to add one thing. Some of the feedback we had got last year was that when we got to the top 2 or top 3, that we didn't discuss it enough. And last year it was unanimous. We all had Jazz, and it was just like in a spot where we had 1 and 2 all the same. So it was the first time that ever happened. So we didn't even really realize we needed to navigate that. So y'all gave us that feedback. And what I appreciate about the panel this year is we went hard for the top 3. We discussed their years. We tried to get everybody their flowers. And so I just want to salute the panel for that shit.
Yeah, shout out to us for doing it. I mean, last year I was salty. I'm like, somebody going to have somebody different, and they didn't. So I was just salty, like, oh, well, I don't even know what to do now. But I think this year, with us even having a big 3 this year, was very pivotal into the discussion that we were going to have, and the fact that we were going to have to break down all 3 of their years. It definitely pushed us a little bit this year, that just the fact that we had that big three situation. I don't think any other year it's been like this where we had like a 1, 2, and 3 where either one of them could have won. It's never been like this. So this was a tough one, and I feel like everybody up there on that panel went back and forth with themselves and was like, no, I got her number one. No, I got her number one. Damn, no, I think I got her too. Damn, no, but she might be. But you know what I'm saying, debating, going back and forth with yourself like that about the big three. So I mean, that was a real important part of why we had to break down the years this year as opposed to last year. You know, I thought I was gonna start some shit, but we all had it the same. I'm gonna go ahead to the hands. Sarah Connor, what's up? I know you've been waiting. And
Hey,
then I'm gonna
Sarah.
go to the boss after that.
Can y'all hear me good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, first of all, shout out to y'all. That was fire. This was a fire panel. Y'all did an amazing fucking job. Y'all did so amazing. I was fighting Lola through my television. So that makes for good TV. If I am pissed at y'all, by the time it gets an hour or two in, if I'm not upset, you're not having a good show. I just want to put it like that because that gives what they call that rating. So shout out to y'all. I'm shaking your hand, Jay Black, and giving you your Serendiga. And I'm mad that
Sick man.
Lola's not here. Because I think I would have helped her understand the grievances that some are having from the outside looking in, from the perspective of somebody that watched from the beginning to the very end, and someone who was on the panel with y'all a few years ago.
Well, I do want to say, Sarah, you was up there and you was kind of like a mute.
So it was. I'm gonna explain to you why. Because had Lola come at me the way she was coming at y'all would have had a show.
I mean,
So
we had a show that year as well. I don't think we've ever not had a show, and Lola has always been
hold on, but you
I didn't feel attacked
our
though.
show.
Hold
It's
on.
one of those things where, I mean, listen, I get what you're saying, but it's one of those things where we've always had a show, and she's always been a part of that show because she fights for her people every year.
Okay, so I'm sitting there. It was my first time awarding. I think you had this discussion already, but I'm okay having it publicly. I'm not gonna scream on y'all publicly on that television if I consider y'all my sisters. That's number one. Number two, I'm also not gonna go back and forth with somebody I did not know with an opinion that I did not agree with. It was my first time ever seeing it, being a part of it, anything. So when I did it then, I told y'all the same thing. I was just there because I didn't understand how y'all went about it. And I understood the criteria and everything, but by the time we got to the show, I felt like, okay, I'm confused. So for me, it wasn't that I just didn't want to say nothing. Y'all were more experienced on that panel then before I was. So me being the newbie to that panel, for me, it felt disrespectful to just come and cut y'all off in y'all shit. And I just got to that panel. You dig? So it wasn't that if I'm not saying it then and I'm saying it now, it's because now I'm experienced. That makes sense now? Now I'm going to tell y'all some shit. That makes sense now?
No, I mean, if you want to now clarify Lola's points and try to help her
Yeah,
understand,
so
you know, I mean.
so what I wanted to say was from the outside looking in, right? So there's different sections to this. From the outside looking in, I can see why some may have taken it personally, because at some point it looks very aggressive and it looks like almost like it was, and I'm gonna say this, almost like it was the Lola show and it was her criteria versus the actual Woty criteria, because it was staying stuck on that choke criteria. You get what I'm saying? Which I understand. But if we go
I
by
don't
that,
really
hold on,
get
let me
it when
finish.
we
Let
were
me finish. Let me
opposed to
finish.
what she was saying. It wasn't
Hold on, let me
going
finish.
with her criteria, but I'll let you finish.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I ain't here to cut nobody off. I'm just gonna say my words and keep it moving. If you go by her logic, right, then Loaded Lux would have never been an amazing person, because did he not choke in his bars? So I've been in the game for more than 40 years. Me. Since she was a
Nah, you in
guppy,
a blender.
since y'all was guppies, since a lot of people's was guppies. Can you hear me?
I don't know if you can hear me, but you're in the blender
Yeah, I can hear you.
real bad. Just
Can you hear me
wait, you're in
now?
the blender.
You say I'm in the
Go
blender?
by
Hold
the.
on. Hold on. I got you right here.
I need you. I'm sorry. I need you to go by the modem.
How about now?
You might be good now. I'm not sure. Are you by the modem?
Are you guys? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it a little clear now?
Yeah, you good now.
Roll up.
All right, good looking. I'm already rolled up. So, where was I, sis? So,
I
by
think
saying we have
everybody
this,
should roll up. Everybody.
everybody roll. See, I would do my wake and bake, but that's for wake and bake. What I'm saying is, when she was getting upset, so whenever you guys didn't choose somebody and she got a little upset, from the outside, from the viewer looking at where you guys are, it looked really aggressive. And so for a lot of people, it was like, damn, but why she like she crashing out? For a lot of people, it looked like she was crashing out. So for a lot of people, it was like, but why she going so hard? But why she sticking and choking? So I wanted to address the choking part. It's 40 years in the game or whatever have you. Yes, there was a point where if you choked in a battle, you automatically lost that battle. But we're in a different era where they're battling almost every weekend. So the era changes, which means shit changes, right? You can choke one round in a battle and have a haymaker or a room shaker in the next two and end up winning that battle. So we're in that era where you have a loaded Lux that may have choked in his first round, but because his performance and room shakers shook you fucking forgot who that was in that battle. So there's so many different examples of chokes, but still being able to win a battle that is out there right now in battle rap. So I can understand her point in chokes, which is valid. I'm not taking away from her that. I'm not even taking away from Lola. So nobody should take it personal because I had at her, like, these are things I would say to her face personally. I think we all know that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not malicious, it's being real. There are times where it came off so aggressive, it made people believe that it might have been a personal shot. That's what I'm saying. Because even from my point of view, when I looked, I was like, damn, shorty, why I'm upset? Y'all all said your piece. Y'all was calm, collective. You said what you had to say. Even when you guys were debating, it wasn't even like, I didn't get y'all wasn't mad like that. You feel what I'm saying? It felt upset. So that's why a lot of people may have been taken aback from her going so hard and being stuck on the choking part. But I also understand the frustrations about the choking. Again, this is not the same era of battle rap we
I ain't
were
gonna
in
hold you,
earlier.
Sarah. You got a whole little situation happening. You almost done?
Thank you for
I'm not
that,
getting ready.
Sarah. Thank
I'm
you for
not
Hey,
that,
getting cut
Sarah.
can I
off,
say
bro.
something real fast?
Wait, I'm gonna go to the hands, and I had an order operations going already. So right now, I'm gonna go to the boss, and then I'm going to Shuni.
Damn. So I get to finish
What
my
about
point
me?
though, right?
Oh, I thought you were done.
No, just because she cut me off doesn't mean I'm done. She just tired. I'm about to be done. You don't get to tell me when I'm done. That's the boss. The boss say, boss, no, I
That
ain't a
was a
battle rapper.
question,
That don't
man.
work for
I
them.
ain't know if you was doing
So
a
I
whole
got you.
episode.
You good. You good. Hold your head. You talk a lot anyway. You good. Wait. So, like I said, it wasn't that they think it came off aggressive. And in this day and era, chokes is different. And with all that other extra shit, I couldn't be on the panel because I might have spazzed on her. I'm gonna keep it a grip. You're not gonna tell me what we talking about here, and I ain't gonna look at you and be like, "Bitch, you was a guppy when I did this shit." You know what I mean? This is why I
But
can't be on
you
these
don't think
panels.
it's like passionate, just argument, passion, like you're just
Yeah, I'm
passionate
a
about what you're
passionate
saying. That's
talker.
all I think. All it is. I feel like on Cody
I
panel,
feel
I
you.
be yelling sometimes too. It's all passion. It's not like I'm trying to be aggressive towards you. I feel like this person did that, they did that, and we're in a heated debate. We get passionate. So
Yeah,
it's never
just
like
like,
rah
yeah,
rah rah
right.
rah rah. I'm
But
gonna do
from
this.
the
I'm gonna slap you.
outside
It's
looking
not
in,
that.
though, Black, it looked angry. That's all I'm saying.
It looked very passionate to me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yes, she was yelling. There was some pointing. That it was a heated debate. But I do understand how you may feel looking at that. You get what I'm saying, as opposed to me being there in the moment and then watching it back. Because for me, I know Lola, and that the fact that she's going to stand on her 10 when it comes down to anybody that she's rooting for or anybody that she feels like shouldn't be placed higher or however she may feel, whatever it is, she's going to stand on it. So I do want to get to these hands though. The boss, how can I help you?
I want to start with salute to y'all, man, because as much as
Hello, ma'am. I
we
don't hear anything.
you can't hear me. Can anybody else hear
I can
me?
hear you,
I
Lala.
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear
I can
you.
hear
Yeah, I
you.
can hear you.
Oh, okay. I want to start off with salute to y'all because we get on the panel every year, right? The fans as a collective. But this year, the fans got it wrong. If it was completely up to the fans, Jazz would have been Woty, and that's incorrect. Like, salute to Jazz, huge fan. I think she's super dope. But Hustle was Woty this year. So I think it's important that we recognize the fact that if it wasn't for the panel and y'all dissecting the ladies' year the way y'all did, the fans got it wrong. The fans got a lot wrong, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? From Jazz having almost 50% of the fan vote for Woty, and even to the superlatives. You know what I'm saying? Rum and Nitty, it was so many. I mean, I'm sorry, not Rum and Nitty. That's the same person. Nitty and Jazz, there were so many better battles than that throughout the year of 2023. You know what I'm saying? I do think Casey absolutely bodied Mozzie, but I also think that there were more potent bodies. Like Ash Cash cut her hair after the way she lost to Lady Caution. You know what I'm saying? So even with what C3 did to 757 Caution. Anyway, my point is, I think the fans got a lot of it wrong this year. So I appreciate y'all going through and getting it right because it could have been a disservice. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all for breaking down the year the way that y'all did. I actually thought once it got to like 1 to 10, I thought y'all did a really good job. 11 to 15 was a little shaky. I ain't gonna hold you. That 11 to 15 had me punching my
Please
computer screen.
don't. Shayna's already here.
What happened?
I said Shayna Ashley's already here. We're gonna have to talk about that 11 to 15. I think that people get the misconception that because we go through things, within the culture with our peers, battlers and stuff, that we aren't capable of giving unbiased opinions. So I think that's where the misconception is. Like, I'm a fan of a lot of people, but we know who won, who lost, and who deserves what. And I think that, everybody on the panel deserved to be there. Lola does come off aggressive. I could see the perception from her delivery, but
that's really it. Because other than that, she good. Like, she good for the panel. But
No, I did think it was passion though. The only part that made it seem personal about Shuni was that when y'all got into like the top 5 and Shuni was long gone, and then she just brought it back to Shuni out of nowhere when Shuni went to top. That was like, dang, wait, why Shuni catch a straight right there? But other than that, I think she was just really passionate about. I think she was more upset about who y'all was trying to put Shuni over than Shuni herself. It was just like, no, you can't push her. So I think she was just, passionate about the debate. But when y'all got in that top 5, she was like, yeah, because she ain't choked 5 out of 7 like Shuni did. It was like, dang, why we go back there? But I know how debates go. So it definitely just seemed like passion. I will say though, the part about her, I didn't, and I wish she was up here too, because I did want to ask her why she felt like the 2 battles that she said Hart choked in. I only recall one, but she said Hart choked in 2 battles. So the stock that Josh was putting in cash flow, having Hart on her resume and things like that should not have been as high because Hart choked. I didn't really get the correlation between Hart's stock and who she is in female battle rap and the one battle that she might have slipped up in. So I would have liked to kind of hear her elaborate on that a little bit more. But other than that, 11 to 15, I thought y'all did a great job. This was the most entertained I've been by the Woty panel. And I thought y'all did a good job of debating, and I love the way Tata always try to steer y'all towards the criteria. I will forever love her for that, man. And I do think if y'all went by the criteria, Shayna would have been higher than 13. No cap. 2 battles in all. When you go through the impact and her material and things like that, I do think that line item for line item, she had better years than some of those women that was over her. Two battles
with one battle and an incomplete battle.
I mean, she had 5 pretty much perfect rounds. She had the 2 battles that she had were contenders for body of the year, both of them. You know what I'm saying?
But there were other ladies in that category with more work.
No, I agree, but she only had 2 battles or 1.5. So of course there's gonna be ladies with more work.
I'm sorry, the boss. I don't mean to
No, you got it, Shayna. Go ahead.
First of all, I had 3 battles.
You was not next, Shayna Ashley.
I know, but I
You
keep
was
hearing
not
this.
next.
I keep hearing
What
this.
what were the
She
3
had 2
battles?
I'm sorry.
battles,
Did
but
you
she
post
had
the
2
King Leo
battles.
battle
But I
anywhere
did,
at any
I
time?
did,
Where? I
on
would
my
like to know
page,
where it's posted at
on
and
my
what page.
page,
We've looked
on my
multiple times.
Instagram,
We have not found it. Not no
on
team
my
has
on my.
found it.
So, but
What
question for
battle?
you. A question for you. So, as a panelist, even after the battle drops, you don't go back and search that person's name and see if you missed anything. That doesn't happen.
We search everything. Yes, we do.
So how
Again,
did
where
that
have
not
you
come up?
Where's this battle at?
Which
But I'm not.
battle?
We're not talking about the post. I'm asking
Who's
if
talking?
you
I can't
talk.
hear
If
them.
you talk.
Where's the
If
battle at?
you search Shayna Ashley versus and put in the year 2023, then a battle comes up. So was that due diligence not done?
Where's this battle at? I would like to know. Because
It's on
to be
YouTube.
honest,
No, they was looking for chokes. That's
no,
why
to be
Shayna
honest,
did
Rita,
it.
I'm gonna leave
when
a
I
comment. I
Listen,
can't
hold
hear
on. Let
what
me
you
first
saying.
of all,
you
hold
on
on.
all platforms, when I look throughout when I look throughout your platforms, first of all, you know that's not the first battle that's going to come up if I just search Shayna
It's
Ashley
not about.
versus. Two, I don't search the year because I'm watching all year. You know why? Because Woty is going to happen. I'm already watching battle rap as it is all year. I should know about this battle. Why does nobody know about? No team knows about this battle. I've reached out
That's
to
a
multiple
question that
teams.
y'all
Nobody
have
knows
to
about this
answer. That's
battle.
not a question
That's a
for me
you
to
question.
answer.
Y'all
No, it's
promo
not.
y'all
No,
stuff,
it's not,
not us.
Rita. No, it's not. It is not. How can a person whose job is to research and to critique and to assess a battle rapper not go look for battles? It's our job to bring those battles to y'all. No, it is not. And
So how
again,
we
the
supposed to
battle.
figure out how we supposed to find your battles?
Which
I would
battle?
If
think
y'all not
I
posting
would
about
think
them,
that
how
if
are we
one,
supposed to figure out your battle and
that's
you're not
null and
posting
void
about it?
because I
You didn't even
posted the
post
battle.
it. You're talking about
That's
something you
null
didn't
and
even
void.
post, Shayna. It's nowhere. It's
Can
not
y'all hear me?
posted.
Can y'all hear me? Am I speak? Can y'all hear me?
I'm gonna let you go, but we talking about
Okay.
something that you didn't even post. So.
I did post it. Did you hear that part? Okay, so I posted it multiple times. And again, if your job is to assess and critique a year's work of multiple, y'all have 15 candidates over here. So how many battles did y'all go back and watch? When it was time to debate what was going on, and did y'all remember how y'all felt 9 months ago when y'all watched the battle, when you heard the battle came out? Listen, let me preface this by saying I appreciate everything that y'all did, and we are happy to have this panel go on and all of that. But what we're not going to do is when you are questioned about your process, get defensive and say wrong things. You stood on wrong information. I was in a chat saying I had 3 battles. All it took was someone to say Shayna Ashley versus 2023. It's not that difficult. I shouldn't have to send you my battle if this is what you are coming to the culture saying we are doing this as an assessment. Come on. We're not doing that. And again, I posted the battle. So now what is the excuse?
May I ask who was the battle versus?
King Leo.
Okay.
And Sacramento. 30.
Okay.
So what is the issue, or what did I not do?
I'll just go ahead and say that it wasn't brought to my attention. I do have like a top 10, but respectfully, you weren't in it. So I wasn't really like going hard for you per se. And I went by whatever
But
was.
you was kind of going hard on the 2 battles.
Well, that's what was in front of my face, Shayna.
So
and even
again, y'all don't go beyond what's in front of your face.
No, absolutely. But I
So
would go
how did y'all
beyond.
not?
I would go beyond my personal list. So I would fight for the people that I feel like
You know what's
are
so
on my
sad? Instead
personal
of y'all
list.
just saying, you know what, I thought we missed y'all battle. Y'all really up here sitting trying to justify
No, I'm
as
not.
somebody who sat on
So
the
I
panel,
just
who
no. That's not what's
supposedly was
happening.
supposed. Yes, it is. Yes, it
I'm
is,
just
dude.
telling you what
Yes,
my
it is.
process is. You
Yeah,
won't
but
even let me like. I'm trying to tell you what my personal process is. As far as like us missing the battle, of course that sucks. Of course that, you know what I mean, that sucks for you, and it might have changed the argument a little bit. A little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. But you are correct. I feel bad. I feel like you got slighted in that sense. And I would never do that purposely.
Can I say what I was gonna say?
Go ahead,
Yes,
sis.
please.
Yes, you were next in line.
Thank you. I seen a tweet that Lola said she wasn't going to do the panel no more, which sucks because I think that she does have a lot of knowledge and I think that she's needed for the panel. I think in order for somebody to be like, oh, Shuni, you got to take accountability, which I do. I never say I didn't choke. I never say I didn't mess up. I never say that there's not things that I don't need to work on. But I do feel like somebody like her was being excessive and did disrespect me when she jumped out like, oh, is she a fucking rookie? Like, that was unnecessary. You understand what I'm saying? And if you want me to take accountability, I feel like she should also take accountability, not run from it and be like, oh, I'm leaving the conversation, because obviously people want to talk to her. She was on a panel and she is helpful, and I don't want to see her leave the panel, but I also want to see her take accountability. Like, you know what? Maybe I did go a little bit hard when I didn't have to, and the boss made it a joke, but it's really not funny, where it's like, I was already at number 11. Y'all done moved on. Y'all done moved on completely. 6 other numbers. She jumped back to me. Y'all can't tell me that that doesn't make it feel a little personal. I do feel like she has passion when she talks. So do I. I talk with my hands. I sound aggressive. I'm from New York. I don't mean no harm when I talk or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you got to understand how we're looking at it on the outside. Yeah, I did fuck up. I'm never going to take that from nobody. Obviously, like I said, I got things I need to work on, but I am who I am. And for her to start wilding on me is crazy. And you got to see where the disrespect came into play. And that's all I'm saying. You don't have to leave just because I feel away. Like, do ain't running tuck her tail. I said what I said to her last year. I said what I said to Rita last year, and we got over it, right? It's not, see, I hug and kiss. Whatever, it's not that serious. You understand what I'm saying?
She only
The
swung on me
panel is
though. She ain't
needed.
tell you that though.
You said what?
Say you swung on me, but you're not gonna admit that.
Yeah, but that was different. I had to punch you in the stomach
Wow.
because you was doing too much. But
Say
like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessary for somebody to be like, oh yeah, I'm leaving the panel or whatever, because she does collectively, all in all, bullshit aside, she does do a good job at what she does. You understand what I'm saying? So that's never the case for nobody to leave. And you know, I didn't really see what Shayna was talking about, but I did know that she had 3 battles, so that's kind of crazy too. And I do feel like y'all do gotta own up to that. It shouldn't be no buts after that where it's like, well, I didn't see it, but it should be like, yo, we fucked up. That's our bad or whatever. But
And let
I
me
don't want the big
apologize because we
conversation
did
to
mess
be
up
about
in that
me or
sense.
anything, because Hustle won. Shout out to motherfucking Hustle, okay? That's it.
Woty.
But yeah, Shayna, let me apologize because I did mess up in that sense. Or we messed up as a collective in that sense by not catching that third battle.
Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. And again, thank you for doing this panel. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the females, again, I said it in the other room, this was a great year for female battle rap. Like, a lot of females put in work. This was amazing. I can't wait for this year. Shout out to Hustle for winning Woty. You know what I'm saying? And all the runner-ups. But yeah, thank you. Just that's all I wanted to say. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
As far as
Shayna.
let me just add in my experience here. I think the first year, 2017, we did champion year between O-Red and Tay-Rock. I kind of tapped in, or since 2017 was first, but I was passionate. I was yelling. I feel like at the point Rock felt away. So it does happen when you in that room and this debate gets heated. I'm not saying it's okay to do, but you get passionate, bro. It's different. I would love to, like, one of these years get some of you ladies on the panel, and you will see it. You probably in a sense, you probably acting. You gonna act the same way. You gonna act the same, like y'all, like you think you gonna come in and just like, yeah, you know, I got this person I want. That's not how that shit works. If you ever debated outside one of your friends, you know that you've been and I think as a passionate battle fan, it takes over you sometimes. And the point of her keep bringing up, I think you, and the reason I feel like I kind of did the same thing with Ill Will. And if you watch the Cody panel, I feel like I mentioned Ill Will versus Pain like 5 different times. It wasn't the slights Ill Will at all, but I feel like it was getting in the way of my debate, and it's like we skipping over why that makes sense to not be at that point if this happened. So again, if you watch the Cody panel, I mentioned Ill Will versus Pain like 5 times.
But was it to mention
I'm
a point? You understand what I'm saying? Like after a while, it wasn't to mention a point. It was just to go at me, pretty much. You understand what I'm saying? Which was like, if you calling everybody's percentages from the free throw line, let's do it. But just have in mind as well, because if you saying, I don't even know how true these stats are now, but if Hart had 3 battles and she choked in 2, her percentage is higher than mine. Like I don't know what we're saying here. That's over half of the battles. Like I don't know. I'm just I don't know.
hear you.
Whatever.
And I will say this too. I want to blame Ultimate Z. You know, he knows what he's doing. I feel like he knows how to poke people too. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Josh. You know,
I thought you had a very good panel though this year. You had very knowledgeable people. As always, I give y'all praises every year. You understand what I'm saying? Regardless of how I feel. I really don't like. I had myself at like between 6 and 10. So I really don't care where you had me. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing all the time. So it is what it is. I just don't want to see nobody quit when I think she does a decent job at all this bullshit. You know.
Well, Shuni, I definitely appreciate you. Every year you've given me critique, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
It was a lot setting up the panel this year. It was a lot to figure out with scheduling and stuff like that, but I did make sure that I kept my, my core girls, my core 4, and then the addition of Josh was just phenomenal. So
yeah, I think Josh was
I feel like it was long overdue for him to be on a panel. People have been asking for him for years now, so it was just time.
Can I ask a question, Rita?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's 2 questions. One is, can you say what other ladies were up for Rookie of the Year? Like I had Rock Lee as Rookie of the Year too. I just want to make sure that, the other new girls get, some kind of shine to know that they were at least in the running.
There was no list for the fan vote, so there is no other girls up for the running. We chose as the panel.
Okay.
Watch.
And then the other
we was having a conversation about Rock Lee and Mallory X. So it just
okay.
I will say though, for me personally, right? So we can just give some dialogue on this. For me personally, Mallory X did a lot. She had a lot of battles, right? However, she didn't stand out in the midst of everybody else. Like there's other girls who are newer, like J Love, people like that who are standing out a little bit more. And I know people might say, well, J Love showed her yitties or whatever. I get that, but she still was making, having performances that were being talked about and discussed outside of that. So for me, Mallory X, yes, she was being discussed and I was tuned into her. I love Mallory X. I hosted one of her first battle versus Zay Phoenix. But it's one of those things where, undeniably, Rock Lee was talked about nonstop all year long. And as a rookie, that's hard to do, especially at the level she's being discussed. She's being discussed, amongst high ranking people. She's being booked on multiple different cards amongst multiple different leagues. So that was another thing for me. Like she's just doing so much and she's getting so many opportunities because she's so fire, such as battling Coffee and things like that. So I just felt like for me personally, it was Rock Lee as the winner undeniably, but Mallory had such a bulk of work that it's like, if you think about being a rookie and working that much in your rookie year and getting through it and things like that, going through, I believe it was 3 tournaments, that's a lot. And then battling the same person 2 times in one of the tournaments, that's a lot to do. So it was one of those things where she just had a lot of work and she is very good. Her material is very good, but Rock Lee had more impact throughout the year.
That battle on the Jumbotron too, by the way, that just dropped, Rock Lee versus Coffee. It's premiering right now. Catch it later.
Thank you.
Can I say something fast, just to clarify,
yes,
and just make everything make sense in terms of the split. So I'm not sure if y'all watch Champion or seen my tweet. So the other categories will receive $500 a piece from the pot. So right now, Hustle is at $8,470. This is before the sit down. So Hustle, we're going to try to get you back up to 10,000 individually. But again, the other categories will receive $500 a piece. So right now, Hustle is at $8,470 direct. But again, shout out to Big K. When he came a champion, he was at $4,800. He left with $6,100.
The
So
biggest
I
bag.
would say again,
$75.
hustle,
10%.
again. I would say hustle, save your voice, and again, I mean, you can do whatever you want. There's no contract, with champion and winners and stuff like that. Do whatever you want. You can interview with anybody you want, but I would say save your voice and make this interview or your sit down ceremony special. You know what I mean? Make it anticipated, and I think the people will come in and do what they got to do for you. That's it.
I got another question. Potato hand up, so I don't want to jump her.
Tato, how can we help you this evening?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say shout out to the panel. I thought y'all did a great job. I think everybody was entertained. I want to say shout out to Hustle for winning. I'm proud of you, Hustle. I think everybody is proud of you. You did an amazing job last year. But I also wanted to come up and file my grievances. Say that again, Hustle.
I said thank you, my love.
I also wanted to come up here real quick and file my grievances. Not with the panel, but for the first time, I want to file it with the fans. Because the fact that y'all did not mention me bodying Lady J last year is crazy. Like, that shit is crazy. Do y'all know how hard it was for me to stand and write those 3 rounds and have those titties pop out in my face? That is crazy to me. So I think y'all need to go back. Can they go back and revote or what? Like, how does this work? This is crazy.
Wait,
I'm
what
upset,
popped
fans.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. That was one of my favorite bodies last year, so I hear you.
What popped out of your face again?
Those titties, man. And look, I had to, listen, man.
Just needed clarification. That's all. Go ahead, though.
I know like y'all enjoyed it. Y'all enjoyed watching it, but it was tough for me. So like
those pretty brown rounds.
Yeah, man, they was nice, man. They was nice.
Yeah,
Gotta get it together.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know if that's really a grievance or not, but okay.
It was great.
That was it. That's all the grievances.
That's all I was gonna say. Like overall,
Let's
that's what I'm
talk the
saying.
hustle. Let's just talk the hustle. This is a good year.
Yeah, once y'all got into that top 10, y'all was cooking.
Whoa. 2 years ago, Hustle was calling me drunk bitches. Like, we came
Oh
a
my
long
God.
way.
See what you told Shuni.
We
You
came
hosted
a
that
long
against
fucking
me.
way.
Nah, you told
us.
Shuni. You hosted that against me. That was a long time ago. Didn't you say that?
Oh, that's a Shuni. Yo, listen, we all came a long way, dog. Y'all don't understand. This is a hell of a year.
Nah, it's a fact.
It was fire, yeah.
I enjoyed watching it this time. I did. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, it was a few things I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But overall, like, I fucked with it. It was very entertaining for sure. Lola, man.
She'll be back. She gets in her feels. She'll be alright. Motherfuckers get heated
Lola.
arguments every day, B. She'll be alright.
I think Lola argue with somebody every year. I don't know.
She got this.
How do y'all feel about Rita and Tata and Do? How y'all feel about this year? Is this the best year for y'all as far as not the easiest, but as far as like going down the criteria, how y'all feel like y'all want the panel to go and what the fans expect from the panel? Do y'all feel like this is the best year y'all delivered on that?
I'm gonna tell you this right here. First thing first, this year, time-wise, was the best year. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, this was the hardest year. Like, the girls really made it super competitive. So that was the thing for us. Like, we knew that it was going to be a tough decision at the end. Every fan base was involved. Every battler was involved for the most part. Like, even the newer battlers were trying to raise money. I just love the effort that everybody put into it to raise that much money for these women. Is excellent because they do deserve extra incentives for this type of work. So this was like a fun year too. And I think people don't know what they want. Like, they don't know, like, it bothers the battlers, unfortunately, but the fans like the ignorance and the ratchetness. Hustle's fan base was tearing me up in the comments. So it's just so many levels to it. But ultimately, I think We did our best,
And
and
thank you to
they
Wait,
got the
what?
plan correct.
Oh
Yeah,
thank you to
they was
Lord.
like,
Remembrance
they
Black
said,
too.
dude is so mad. When I was like, Hustle, you would have been Woty. They was like, it's killing her right now. Dude's dying.
They
I was
was saying
laughing.
that.
But they was really like dragging me the whole time. Like, look at dude's face. She's a hater. She's a hustle hater. I
Yo.
said, oh my
Yo,
God.
did y'all read the tweets
It
while
was
y'all
all good
there?
though. I thought it was
Yo,
I
I
read the
crying.
tweets
um
while you
I
guys
I
were
would
on the
if y'all
panel.
don't mind when y'all get done with all the hands and questions, I would like to hear who y'all had for the superlatives. Who was y'all body of the year, battle of the year, performance of the year
Hold on,
versus what how the
real fast
fans had
about
it. What you
just a
say?
quick.
What?
I got a quick question. I was asked why. What about Steve Breed, the lyricist?
She had a dope year. She would have been
Yeah.
honorable mention for me.
Yep, she was an honorable mention for me as well.
Okay.
there's a couple of honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will
Maybe
when
next
y'all
year we'll
get
do a
done.
20.
Yeah, when y'all get done, I want to hear who y'all have for those superlative awards. If
I
y'all
do
can share.
wanna I do wanna say for the list of 20, I would hope that this year we do have another year like we had this year or last year, I should say, to where we could actually list 20. And then another thing is for the year 2024, I do want to up the ranks in terms of the amount of battles. It has to be three. The two was amazing for the type of work that was getting put out, 4 years ago. But now that the women are a lot more active, it has to be three for a minimum. So that's just another tidbit. Three. I'm sorry, three round battles, by the way.
Somebody speaking?
Yo,
Can I talk? Somebody speaking?
Go
You can
ahead,
talk. You
nah.
Dada.
can talk.
Um,
Hold up, I'm doing black guy, nigga.
what
Come
happened?
on, man. Proper preparation, man. If you got
Nah.
something to say,
Oh,
say
my
it.
hour,
Alright.
please. It's just that I like to pay attention from the background and just see things, certain things, and the panel is being called biased, or some people are saying that. I think respectfully, y'all full of shit. Y'all full of shit. This is the same panel that picked a different way last year, and it was okay for y'all. If y'all hate somebody, just say that. But when you say you hate somebody and make a decision, what does that make you? That makes your bias. That
Talk.
Well,
means
no, well,
that
Black,
means you're no. That
no,
means
you
you're
you got to say
compromised.
it because
Okay,
last year they
can
said
we?
they was biased against Hustle. Oh,
Okay,
last year Hustle should have won. It was biased. Yada
okay.
yada yada.
But I
Now
want to
this
speak
year
on
Hustle
now.
wins, and it's they biased for Hustle. So yeah, you got to
It's
you got to call it out
it's
exactly.
just it's just full of shitness. You know what I'm saying? Then we follow certain trends and tweets and what people say. And again, I like all these girls' resumes and what they've done, but I specifically see certain people say someone lost 4 different battles, but y'all want that person to be the winner. So you got to watch what you say all year. You can't just come at the last moment and be like, oh, this person's the winner. How? You said that person lost 4 battles. You said that person lost 3 battles.
Who you talking about, Black?
I'm just saying in general, good brother.
Oh,
It's a
Oh,
lot
be
of
a little
people,
more
so
specific.
we have to. There's tweets available, brother. Let's not
okay.
make this about one
Can
person.
can
It's
can,
multiple
can you
people.
can you
No,
send me
put
some
them
of
to
the
It's
top.
tweets?
most. It's
Put them
multiple
to top.
people.
I like to
I'm
know.
saying
You feel me?
it's multiple people. It's
I
not.
like
Come on,
I like
Woty got like what 10,000 comments. I think. How many comments we get on YouTube? How many tweets we
That's
get?
for you to
It's a
tell
lot
us.
of people. It's a lot
We
of
don't.
Man,
people.
no, I don't
It's a
be
lot of
looking at
people.
the comments because these niggas be stupid and they don't know shit. So I don't really be looking at the comments and shit like
I'm
that.
just saying. I just think they gotta like sit down with themselves and realize. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have a problem with somebody. I don't gotta hate who you hate. And this goes for anything in battle rap or even life. If you hate something,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gotta hate it. I ain't gotta
Mm-hmm.
hate
That's a
that
fact.
person.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
I
fact.
gotta
I
watch the
think
battle and do my due diligence. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
all.
I,
That's
I
all I'm
want to
saying. That's all I gotta say.
I want to piggyback on that because that's what
Oh,
happens a lot of years with every panel. So Cody and Woody. I don't want to make it about either one and put this in a silo. You see that happen a lot. Such and such wins Cody. Whoever it is, whatever year you want, there's an uproar. And then you go back and you look at because I mean, I'm saying fuck that. I'm gonna say it how I feel. You look at some of the influencers of the culture, right? They'll do a blog. Now that Cody has happened, Woody has happened, they'll do blogs. and they'll get 5, 8, 10, 15,000 views. And everybody in their comments, I'm not going to call them Dickie, but I'm going to say agreeing without even thinking on their own. But then you go back, and you look at their individual recaps of the same person that they got their cape on now at the end of the year, whoever was number 2. So let's use this year. That way I can speak about Twerk and can't nobody make it crazy. You'll go back and you'll have people put the cape on. Oh, Twerk should have won. They robbed them. They just wanted to give it to an RBE guy. Then you go back and you look at what they've said about Twerk's battles and Big K battles, and all year long they've been saying, yo, you got to give it to Big K. Shout out to Twerk, but he's number 2. But then the panel happens. The panel says the same thing they've been saying all year, but because they have a voice and there's that instant, you know what I mean, uproar, now it's, oh, you know, they got it wrong, or they're biased. That's what it is. The term bias and the term compromise in battle rap are about as fraudulent as a $3 bill in America. Like, it just is what it is. To say, shout out to Rita and the Woty panel. They did she read out what the fan vote was. Jazz won the fan vote. But then you go back and you look at comments. Shout out to Jazz. Jazz is one of my personal favorites. I tell Jazz and Tay-Rock all the time, all the money they getting in battle rap, both of them should have GOAT chains. Both of them, personal favorites. However, if you look at Jazz year and you go back to the her versus Twerk battle, y'all ain't gonna argue with me. I was saying Twerk won. No, it's debatable. Jazz got it. No, Twerk smoked her boots, this, that, and the third. You go back to the Big K battle. Oh, it was a nasty battle. Big K got it. Can't believe Jazz fumbled. You go back to the Nitty battle. Oh, it was fire. Nitty took it easier on her, but Nitty 2-1. Jazz fucked up. Like, so y'all say all that. That's 3 battles right there. But then, out of her 6 battles, oh no, she got robbed. If you disagree, that's one thing. But you can't say she was robbed. Shout out to Ms.Hustle. Me and Hustle have argued in person, on Twitter, on the phone. Like, it is what it is. But you can't deny Hustle's year. What battle can you say she clearly lost this battle? Or even debatably lost? Shout out to Rock. That's my GOAT. Hustle cleared Rock. Hustle cleared my verse. I was in the building for that. Like, people, the panel happens, and then people forget what they've said all year. And that is the definition of bias. That is the definition of compromise. So shout out to the panel. Y'all keep doing
my notes, my nigga. I appreciate it.
Bro, listen, Dutch, I'm trying to tell you, like, but the shit be frustrating. I mean, I don't know if y'all have noticed. Shout out to the I'm gonna say alleged rapist. Motherfuckers say, won't nobody care if I fall back. But one of the main reasons I've fallen back from so much, even with Champion and Jay Black, no, I love him to death. That's legit family. But it's like, bro, that shit is frustrating. I look at shit. I care about battle rap. I have invested in battle rap personally, professionally, out of my own pocket, and not just for me, not just for Twerk. Shout out to Battle Rap Trap. Shout out to LTBR. Ask them how many times. Shout out to RBE. Shout out to Premier Battles. Ask them how many times. Shout out to iBattle, where I say, yo, I'm doing this shit behind the scenes. Yo, give away 1 pay-per-view. Give away 2 pay-per-views. Give away a ticket to be in the building. I'm going to pay for it. Like, I've invested in this culture because I care about it. But when I look at the way shit go, motherfuckers just, they're like lemmings, man. Like, and it's frustrating to call this panel biased for Ms.Hustle when the same niggas was tweeting last year that they was biased against Ms.Hustle. The shit is stupid. I screenshot it. I laugh at y'all niggas in real life. And on that, I'm gonna go ahead and mute up.
So this is my thing with it, right? First of all, gangster, shout out to Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Who was popping? You know what I'm saying? Bring that shit home for the real rights. I appreciate the panel getting this shit right this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I felt like there's been shaky years, but this year I feel like y'all was pretty much on point with that. I didn't understand some of the argument, you know what I'm saying? Like the E-Hart argument, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was kind of wild to me. Fucking Shayna, I felt like Shayna should have been higher on the list. I don't care that, you know what I'm saying, Tori didn't finish her fucking, didn't spit a bar the whole fucking battle. I don't care. Like, like at some point we got to start like rewarding people for being like fucking dominant. And I felt like last year, you know, a large part of Jazz's fucking, you know what I'm saying, win was because they felt that she was more dominating in the battles than Hustle was. Like Hustle was great, but they like the overall like the term dominance kept coming up with Jazz, and I felt like that's why she won last year. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Hustle did that this year. It was the exact opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like Jazz had some tough fights, and Hustle beat the shit out of pretty much everybody she fucking stood in front of. But you know, outside of that, there's other people on this list who was out here beating the shit out of their competition, like beating shit down their leg, and it looked like they got punished for that this year. You know what I'm saying? So
Can you give an example, Dutch? I'm sorry.
Shayna Ashley.
Shout out to Shayna.
Shayna Ashley beat the shit out of everybody who signed the contract. like no, like she was just been beating the shit out of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like because of what the opponent did, she got fucking, you know what I'm saying? She got punished. You know what I mean? Rosenberg went up there, he didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying? Yoshi went up, not Yoshi, Tori went up there, she didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying? And like we can't punish people for, you know what I'm saying, just beating the shit out of people. Like we gotta reward that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's battle rap. We want to see niggas die.
No, I agree with you, Dutch. And I'm sorry, I know I'm not the panel person, but I want to say.
But he's sitting here in some echo. Hi, Tony, bro.
Hey, what's going on? Look, first of all, shout out to the panel, man. You know, I compared it to the NCAA tournament. I'm more in tune with what the ladies doing on that side, so there's parallels. It's crazy. It's actually been the last 48 hours because I'm so in tune with what the ladies doing. You know, a nigga, girl, dad, all type of shit going on with me. But I appreciate it. I like that it was contentious. I like the petty. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be saying like, oh, well, why they spending so much time in the last spot? You got to understand that sets the foundation for the rest of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, me, I always sit back in the Cody panels and just like collect notes. Okay, we using them points to run with. Okay, we got to keep it consistent. You feel what I'm saying? But on the point of, just two more points here, right? The one thing I like about the Woty panel is it seemed like this year we standing on being good at this craft. Choking is a fucking problem. It is. It is.
Big
Man, it takes the quality of the battles down, and the women that show up, the men that show up, and they working, they prepared, you know what I'm saying? We should be rewarding that. You feel what I'm saying? The other thing too, like I had this conversation, right? Couple Codys ago. And while you was on that panel, like asking battlers and fans too, would you rather a debatable classic or a straight up body bag? What do you give more credit to? You know what I'm saying? Or a 3-0. Now I'm a person that's like, nigga, you cleared them. I'm gonna give more credit to that all day. I may watch the debatable battle all the time, but shit, I think you should get more reward for like clearing your opponent. That's just what it is. That's the name of
That's
the
a
game.
fact. That's a
You know
fact. I
what I'm
remember
saying? So
arguing with Battle Rap Trap and Jay Black talking about they would rather a classic
fuck
than
that.
a
No,
body. Yeah, I want to
get
see a
rid of that
clear
nigga.
win.
Embarrass
You a
that nigga. Listen,
goddamn
A
I'm
body
big.
can be
Fact.
You a
Jay
goddamn
Black
you
and
out
Battle
here
Rap
lying
Trap
right
was
now.
talking
You a
about how they
goddamn
prefer
lie.
debatable.
Give me your time set. I give you $500 right
no,
now.
a
You a
body
All
can be
right,
a
bet.
goddamn
body
lie.
can be
I'm
You a
glad this tape
goddamn lie.
recorded,
Smoke
right,
him.
Rita?
Smoke
I'm
him.
glad
You
it's
know what I'm
recorded.
saying?
Run my
Clear him.
500.
You feel
I got
me?
a video. I got a video out right now on my channel. So I prefer a body over a classic. What's up? What you want
That's
to do?
cool.
yo,
Don't
can
worry
you
about it.
Nigga black.
You
Bro,
ain't
Fuck
what
this
you
nigga
said at
black.
Cody, but go ahead. Thank you, Tony, bro. Go
You know
ahead,
what I'm
Tony,
saying?
bro.
So
Let
I
me be
just
quiet.
hey yo, I just got
just
one
want
more.
to say that, and
Hold on.
shout out to
Let
C
your
Ash,
fly.
because C Ash is one of the best motherfucking men or women.
Fucking
People like C Ash, Flames, E Heart. I don't give a fuck what gender they are. Nigga, I'd rather hear them rap more than a lot of you niggas. So if we can get some equity
Say
in
it
this bitch,
again, Tony.
you know what I'm saying? And then like even at the top 3 women, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather see them rap over a lot of you niggas for real. You know what I mean? And that's no pandering. They just they writing shit. They in there fighting. They ain't in there for no fucking thrills. Even if they come in there, you know, Coffee might have on a little outfit, looking good and all that other shit, Hustle too. But they in there to whoop ass. And I do feel like certain guys battle the ladies certain ways. I don't think niggas is playing with C Ash. I don't think it's no low sisters, this and that with C Ash and Hustle and Coffee. Like they in there to kill shit, and it shows. So shout out
Rose
to the
played a
ladies.
little bit.
Shout
Rose
out to
played a little bit.
shout
Yo,
out to the
I
ladies
just
in
have one
the
more.
yeah. Road he played, but look what the fuck happened. look what
Yeah, he
happened.
died. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So shit, we ain't playing with that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. And I really like the Shay Rack got some love too, because I really fuck with her. Jade, you know, and any of the ladies that get mentioned in this type of circle is dope. And it encourages people to go back and watch the motherfucking battles, because it's a lot of talent in this motherfucker. And I stand on that too, man. That choking shit, let's get rid of that. Come prepared with our work and reward the motherfuckers that do. Straight up.
Hey,
So
I
Thank
just
you
want
for
to
that.
say
Real
this
quick,
real
Dutch.
quick.
We got hands up. Tito, what's up?
Tom, bro, can't cut me off.
My
Hey,
fault.
don't worry, don't worry. I'm gonna be quick. I just wanted to come in here and say congratulations to all the ladies, the whole panel. Congratulations to everybody on the list. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough job that, you know, a lot of people think it's real easy to you up there, and y'all ladies, you know what I'm saying, you made it look easy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And y'all made it, and that's the biggest testament to your preparation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put in the work. Not a lot of people understand how much work it takes to go up there and actually know what you're talking about up there. So I want to, you know, appreciate y'all, give y'all flowers for the amount of hours y'all put in. It's a lot of fucking battles, even though the women ain't got, you know what I'm saying, the large percentage of battles that the men got. It don't matter. It's a lot of time away from doing shit that you could be doing, and you do it for the love of the art form. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to go ahead and give y'all flowers. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shouts to Hustle. Shouts to everybody else on the list.
Thank you.
So you know, y'all well deserved all around. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see, you know, how two different panels can look at two individuals, you know, and kind of come to a different conclusion. That shows you, you know what I'm saying, when you talk about the best of the best, and that's what, you know what I'm saying, that's what these people are. You know what I'm saying? Ms.Hustle, Jazz, we talk about two, you know what I'm saying? You can't talk about battle rap without talking to not female battle rap. I didn't say female battle rap. I said battle rap. You can't
Talk
talk
that
about them
shit,
without
nigga.
talking about Ms.Hustle and Jazz. And we comparing greatness. It's a tough job, but shouts to the panel. Y'all made it look flawless. That's all I came here to say. You know what I'm saying? It's all love.
Thank you for that. And now, Dutch, before we get to you, Dutch, right? We have Jazz the rapper in the building, so I do want the rappers to speak prior to the fans.
No, go ahead, Jazz.
Yeah, Dutch already spoke anyway, so.
No, Dutch got some important shit to say though. So
We would like to
Fuck
hear
out
from
of
the
here,
GOAT,
Dutch.
though,
Jazz, go
please. So,
ahead.
Dutch, go
They
ahead.
calling you Beyonce, Jazz.
I'm crying.
With
Hey,
all the
I
women.
really just wanted to speak to the panelists. I'm honestly like, thank you to the fans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all showed y'all ass tonight. But the panelists, I don't want to sound like a broken record because everybody's saying pretty much what I was gonna say. Like, y'all job is tough. Every time I watch Cody and Woty, I sit there like I could never sit there and watch all these battles and have to nitpick who's number 2, who's number 4, who's number 11. Like, it's a really tough job. And y'all, to me, I don't be complaining. Like, I feel like, who am I to complain if I'm not gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Rita, for having Josh on there. Josh was a great addition. You know, it might be a lot of new fans in here, but Josh has been around since Facebook days when battle rap
Talk that shit.
when Facebook was battle rap's living room before Twitter. Josh was through and through with all these groups. Unbiased, angry fan. Josh is a female battle rap encyclopedia. I ain't gonna lie, he might got me beat. Y'all. But yeah, he was a great addition. Salute to Josh. Shout outs to all the women that did their thing this year. Can honestly say this is the most competitive year for Woty. Easily. The campaigning that everybody was doing, that me and Hustle was doing, was fun as hell. I know everybody was dying laughing like, yo, we really wanted to win this. It was dope. Salute to Hustle, the 2023 Woty. She is officially added to the Woty.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
fire.
you.
I know how I felt when I won, so I know how she feels with her winning, and especially with a year that she had. Like, she was like, I don't know who said it, but she was dominating. You know what I'm saying? She's walking through motherfuckers. She's walking through women. She's walking through men. And honestly, everybody was just all like, oh, it's between Jazz and Hustle. So throughout the campaign, when I had tweeted, man, we doing all this for Coffee to win, it was like, I ain't gonna lie, Coffee, yeah, was slept on by a lot of the fans. It may not have been slept on. Well, obviously it wasn't slept on by the panelists because she was number 2. But it was slept on a little bit. Like, she was outside wilding. She had a great, phenomenal year. Perfect. Setting it up for me to whoop her ass. But shout out
Let's
to
go.
And again, yeah, shout out to everybody, the panelists, the fans, all that. Y'all did a great job. It wasn't, to me, like I said, it wasn't an easy decision. I feel like everybody in that damn near the top 5 really had great arguments to be top 3, top 2, top 1. So salute to female battle rap. And I want to piggyback off what Tone Bro said about the women like just be doing a lot more than a lot of the men. Like the women are more hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so crazy how yesterday it was Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Talk that shit.
I was like, when the fuck so much people start watching women's basketball?
Locked in, Jazz.
And I felt like that. I felt like it related to women's battle rap. Like we really took over these past 2 years. We really took over. So salute to the women's. Once again, salute to the winner, Ms.Hustle. You well earned. You went crazy. The panelists all had you. I was a little shocked.
I appreciate that.
But
well, wait a minute.
And
I mean,
salute to New York
we
too.
could kill the debate.
I'm
You know
sorry.
they won.
Shout to New York.
Hold
Yeah.
up,
Let
Tone.
them
I did that.
Let them talk.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead. Mute up.
you know what they want. Like, and I'm outside.
I'm outside too.
I so what we doing?
Spring, but summer madness coming at some point.
No,
What we doing? We now you can't do that. Oh, she don't got a belt. I got a belt too. So what we doing?
You got a belt? You gonna bring it out?
Huh?
You gonna bring your belt out?
Yeah, I bring my belt out. You gonna bring yours out?
Wait, is the belt
on the line? All right, cool.
Nah, we don't put no belt on the line. Hell no.
Nah. We not gonna do that. We bringing them out though.
My belt.
Shit.
And I'm getting my
We
belt.
gonna bring them out. Like, but yeah, you say you outside for me. I'm outside for you. So.
Woty versus Woty.
Oh shit! Big Geechee versus Old Red energy with the belts on the floor. That's fire. But
No.
I want to see.
Like I don't want nobody to think because like people just have this misconception like that we fucking hate each other. It's not that. It's a competitive thing. Like got this big sister, little sister hate love thing going on. You feel what I'm saying? And I just want to kill the debate for real. That's it.
What's the debate?
1, 2, and I'm not 2.
So you must be 1.5.
Like, nah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So let's kill the debate.
Listen, we both outside. You know I take champs, man.
All right, so let's do it.
All right. With that being said, big bag out. Thank y'all though. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Oh, this shit is amazing.
Hold on, Jazz.
That was
Don't
a
leave
Woty
just yet.
exclusive right
Y'all
there.
giving us what we want?
Wait a minute.
Y'all
Jazz,
gonna give us what we want? Oh my
if she
god.
leave, that's some bullshit. Because y'all gonna let her leave, and she low key certainly said this just sets up for me to kick her ass. Talking about coffee too. Like I want to know if we gonna get that Jazz and coffee in 2024.
I mean, that's cool, but me and her is in hot to right now. Like they want that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of those.
They want that.
That's one of those.
The next 2 Wotys this year, that's just gonna be another accomplishment on her. Like she just okay, y'all set it up.
The optics, man. Them both coming
And you
to
know
the
what?
ring with the belts
You
on.
know what? I think I'm gonna take this
Set it up.
perfect opportunity to say I'm so glad I ain't gotta sit up there and fucking debate this shit next year. Tata out. I'm out. I just want to let y'all know that occurred before this panel. Ain't got nothing to do with what happened, but 3 times is a charm for me, and I can't wait to just sit back and enjoy the battle all year.
Oh, that's such a home.
No.
Tata, we love you up there. Do it for us, Tata. Don't be selfish.
I don't know what she's talking about right now.
We
You think after that
Tata.
performance we're gonna let you not be?
Listen, man, I already talked to Rita and Black about it, man. It's an honor and a privilege, but I'm gonna be real, y'all. It's not the funnest thing, right? Because I got love and respect for all of them. So it's not the best thing for me to go up there and have to point out these little things or these big things that you're doing wrong about some shit that I could never, ever do in my life. But again, I want to go back to enjoying the shit. Y'all don't know what it's. If you ain't ever sat on that panel, man, you don't know what it's like to just go through a year, keeping up with every single thing, then going back and watching every single, it kind of take a little bit of joy away from you. So I'm about to at least take a year off and you feel me? Just enjoy this fucking matchup that they just said they gonna do.
Damn. Oh, I
don't care about nothing else this year. I swear to God.
As a nigga that's done it 5 times, I get it. But you gotta understand too, like even with like the criticism, you showed a lot of people a lot of love. You feel what I'm saying? Like the shit, because I've definitely felt exactly how you feel right now after Cody. Like, God damn, these niggas killing me. But it's a service. You feel what I'm saying? This is our time capsule shit. You know what I mean? So, but I get it though. I get it. Cause I can't rap word for damn, and I'll just be like, damn, son, like, you know what I'm saying? This really affect motherfuckers' careers, but
You talk about you get it, hey Tone, bro. I done had low key. Shout out to my bro Twerk, man. He done made it easy because 2 years ago, I had some stuff to do, and Black and I had already talked about having a moderator, so I agreed to do that. Then this past year, it's like, all right, Twerk having a great year, so I had to easy out on like, yeah, I ain't doing Cody this year. Fuck that. Like, people don't really understand. Shout out to everybody that do their lists. And I'm gonna just say everybody, even though I don't fully mean it. When you doing these lists, right, and it's just you, or it's you and one other person, it's so easy to make a list. Like, Tone, bro, you can speak to this. Bad Money, Henny Man. I'm gonna use the boss, even though she's never officially been on a panel. It's real easy to do a list when it's just you. It's when you have to defend that list. It's when somebody brings up a battle that you forgot about, or that you might have looked at in a different way, and they bring a point that you didn't see, and now your whole list is in shambles. And now you're like, oh shit, wait a minute. And now you up there scrambling like, bro, that shit is not easy. It's time consuming. You take away from time from your friends, your family, this, that, and the third. And shout out to Black, he provides food for the women. I think he had pretzels and water for the Cody panel this year, but the women had cheesesteaks. Rita text me.
Yeah, we had
cheesesteaks, pizza, Jamaican for the men too.
Black been talking about having
I thought it
Jamaican
was
food at the
cheesesteaks last
panel.
time I was out there too.
Yeah, but he got y'all cheesesteaks from the terrible spot. Did you
Wow.
ever have Tone, bro? Have you ever had Jamaican food?
LTBR, can you back me up?
Tone, bro, have you ever had Jamaican food?
Though. I'm gonna come clean.
Yeah, they was all right, but that's because you don't know no better. It's cool though.
Wow.
Tone, bro,
Okay.
have you ever had Jamaican food sponsored by J Black at Cody? There you go. You've been there every year except for this past year. Has it ever happened? Yes or no?
Did he ask for Jamaican food?
Whoa,
that's
J Black. Can you let that man answer the question?
I didn't, but I'm actually cool with that because a nigga got acid reflux and all types of shit going on. So
What you trying to say?
I don't know if I want jerk chicken, like, you know what I'm saying, like while I'm doing you know what I mean?
I understand, Tone, bro. I understand. Y'all both OGs in the game, so you gonna hold them down. But rest assured, Rita just dropped the bag.
Chill out,
dropped the bomb and said that they had Jamaican food. She ain't tell me that the other day. She said cheesesteaks, but it's cool. Shout out to J Black. But at the end of the day, the point that I'm making, and all jokes aside, is that
I just got them whatever they wanted.
That's what's. Oh, all right, bet. Don't worry about it. Cody 2024. I'm on the panel. I don't give a fuck what Twerk do. How about that? But and I'm pulling up just even if I'm the moderator.
It don't work like that.
Yeah, no, facts. Facts. Shout out to Jay Black. He know he got the Jamaican food place, and I went there one time. But we ain't gonna get into all that. Shout out to that. What I wanted to say was simply, shout out to all the fans, all the supporters of the culture, of Cody, of Woty, and just remember that when you go ahead and you want to critique or call somebody biased or say that they didn't think about this, that, or the third, try to get 4, 5, 6 other people in the room with you when you have your list. And these are not obviously they're all cool, but it's not like Rita and Do and Lola and Ty are all year long saying, I got this person here. Where you at? Like, that's not what happens. Everything that y'all see there is organic. You know what I mean? As far as the debate. So Rita, I was watching Rita all year long, watching battles and going back. Like, a battle happens in February or March. Here it is around my birthday in August, and she going back and watching that same battle. I'm like, didn't you watch that already? Yeah, but I gotta make sure I'm right for Woty and taking notes and this, that, and the third. Like, that shit's not easy. You go up there and think you could freestyle it if you want to, and you're gonna be embarrassed up there. So just make sure y'all cut that slack and think about that when you're watching other people. Shout out to everybody to do their list. When you hear somebody say, oh, I had this person at number 6 and this person at number 2 and this person at number 9 and this was the Woty or the Cody. It's real easy when it's just them when it's just them. They don't have any pushback. They do their video, they put it on YouTube. and they ignore the comments. When you're up there and you have somebody saying, well, you have Jazz at number 3, I got Jazz at number 1. How is that? Bro, that's just not easy to stand on in that moment. So just remember that every year, man. But I can't wait. I was entertained by the panel. Shout out to Ms. Hustle. Again, well deserved. She had a crazy, crazy year, a very dominant year. I think that's the exact wording that puts the bow on things. And I'm here for her versus Jazz in 2024. Summer Madness coming, Gnome coming. Fuck that. We ain't gotta wait till Summer Madness.
Yeah,
We can
that's
do it
what
on
I'm saying.
Gnome. You know what I mean? Shout out to that. I'm here for that. I'm here to see Miss Hustle outside a lot more as well, too, though, because Jazz won her belt and was outside. Vixen won her belt and was outside. So shout out to Hustle. I'm expecting 4 or 5 bookings. It's only April. I'm expecting to see you a lot, Hustle.
This is the first time we had like this is wrestling. We got 2 heel champions. You know what I'm saying? Like we got 2 like it's got
Facts.
K and Hustle. Like that's
Bro,
kind of that's kind of ill.
insane. And is Miss Hustle still here? Check your DMs if you hear Hustle. Check your DMs if you hear Hustle, because shout out to Big K, shout out to Miss Hustle. I'm just saying, and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let y'all figure that what I mean by that on your own. But shout out to both of them. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Shout out to y'all.
And it's a grudge match too, and that's kind of far.
What you talking about? What's the grudge match?
Hustle and K.
Man, shout out to Hustle and K. I ain't talking about Hustle and K. Shout out to Big K. Big K got some shit that
You
don't
said
belong to
something
him.
about fur?
Big K got
Yeah,
some shit
far
that
like
don't.
I don't. What did
Yeah,
she say?
We're not
shout out
doing
to
that. We're
Fur.
not doing
Big
that.
K
Well, how
got some
far
shit
is
that
it?
don't
How
belong to
far is
him.
it, the boss? How far?
Big K got some shit that don't belong to him. Shout out to the boss. Twerk already beat the shit out of Verb, so we don't have to get it. We don't have to get into that. And Miss Hustle, they had a one rounder.
It's my Cody. Why is St. Louis catching straight?
Nah, you already know what time it is. We know what you
I'm
like to
saying
do.
your name so you could pop up like Jason. All I'm saying
It's
is
Jake. Why do you? Who is
She
Jason
deserves all of
Anwar?
this.
I don't know.
Who
That's
is
what you
Jason?
said.
Deserves
Whatever
all
the
I
of
fuck
this.
you
said
said.
Jake.
Well, whatever. Shout out to Jason, from Friday 13th. Whatever.
Nah, she talking
Point
about the
being,
State Farm
From
boy.
State Farm?
Yes.
point being, shout out to Miss Hustle. Y'all had a one rounder. Pull up outside, get 3-round smoke, or what everybody would like to call a real battle. Miss Hustle, you a goon, right? Step outside. That's all. I already sent the text message. I'll tell you that.
JB in the chat right now, getting his
Shout out
cameras
to
shined
JB.
up.
JB,
I
make this
also
shit
want
a
to say,
movie.
if it wasn't for I got the hoodie down. Twerk lost that battle, man. Verb 2-1.
Okay. Well, that's
God.
like saying
Right.
that's like saying if it wasn't for the Showtime, Verb lost such and such
Right.
battle.
Don't
We're
do
not gonna
that.
take nothing away. Verb was up there, being Verb with his little mini dreads. He had mini dreads at that point in time, getting the shit beat out of him.
All right.
He wasn't there.
What's going
All
on right
right.
now?
I mean, can we
That's
not go
cap.
there? Can we stop right
Thank you,
there?
Rita.
Hey, y'all
We
gonna
do
pivot to
have
2
some
men. It's
fans,
Woty Day.
and
I'm sorry.
we do have some fans and supporters in the building. Okay, I do want to go to Queen Lady 718. How are you this evening?
Hey,
Hello,
not
everyone.
to cut you off, Queen, not to cut you off. Do me a favor, y'all. Please retweet that in the Jumbotron at URL, at Nunu, at Smack, whoever. I want this battle on Summer Madness for real, y'all.
Respectfully. I just want to say shout out to the panel. I feel like this was the best one out of the previous years, like far as in do your due diligence, the way you ladies made y'all list. Tata and Lola, I definitely wanna shout you two out. Everybody did a great job, but I feel like you ladies had what we call the unpopular opinion in the lower level of blogging, the blogging world. And y'all stood on y'all 10 when it came to y'all list and what y'all felt. If y'all do y'all due diligence, if people wasn't watching, respectfully, shout out to Shuni. I wish she was here for me to hear me say that. I don't feel like she was picking on you. Josh brung you back up. When it came to the fifth number 5, they was going over the list of who was taken off. Jade came back up, and then he said, I believe it was Vixen belong where she was at, and then he brought you back up, and then that's what made her bring your name back up. So I don't feel like she was picking on you. She was respectfully responding to Josh placement of you at that time again. He brought it up. I don't know. Like I said, for the sake of number 15, which was Jade. So I think she had a lot of passion. I appreciated her passion. When it came to Rita, I respected your poise. I liked how you carried yourself. Wing, I felt like she played peacemaker this year. This year, she definitely kept it, came bringing it back to where I was at, keeping y'all on track. So
in a total, my only gripe this year, honestly, with the whole Woty is the awards of the fans. Respectfully, I know the fans may not typically like Hustle, but I don't get how we got Jazz losing her battle versus Rum Nitty, but then she gets battle of the year with that. It's like certain things wasn't clicking with me when it came to certain awards that was given out. But I know y'all, that's beyond y'all control. But if that was able to be like ciphered through where maybe I had some type of opinion on type of that, I think that would be respected, because that was crazy to me. A lot of those awards I feel like were not right. But thank you guys and appreciate it. Tata, don't go nowhere. Take a year off and come back.
I
Thank you.
appreciate
We
you.
appreciate that.
Thank you for that feedback and for really watching and paying attention to what was going on. A lot of work, so we appreciate that from you.
Yes, yes. Gemini Fly Guy, how can we help you this evening?
Salute Gemini Fly Guy.
Salute. First off, salute to Jay Black for starting this whole thing in motion. Salute to Rita, Do, Tata, Josh, Lola, and Wayne for keeping me locked in for the first Cody Ivo or the Woty or any panel from start to finish. And then you add this on. I've been in this house way too long, but I just wanted to get on here and say 3 little quick points, and then real quick. First and foremost is that about the actual panel. I think this was a dope panel. I'm not gonna lie. This is an entertaining panel. At first I was annoyed, but then it didn't start getting spicy. And I was like, you know what? I am enjoying this. So it was a good balance. It wasn't too many of any one type of personality, and y'all all seemed very knowledgeable. So to the panel point, I thought it was actually maybe the best balanced panel that I've seen since 2017. As far as the process, my second point, as far as the process, I think it's just some consistency sometimes is what, as fans, we see it. We like, at one point there was an argument about E Hart, and I'm not talking about the actual winners and losers, because this is Hustle night. She won. We respect the process. We respect the winners. Everybody know who I had all year long, and in the YouTube place. I don't really be on Spaces, so but I'm not salty. Like, I didn't donate all that money because, and if Coffee didn't win, I was gonna be mad. I thought all the ladies did. I thought female battle rapper 2023 was the best it's been in a long time. So respect the hustle. I'm not even arguing about the picks or who got picked or how I got picked, but I'm just talking about the process moving forward. I think Shuni asked Lola a good question about what categories do chokes actually influence. And at one point I did agree with Lola, but another point I didn't. So some of the categories I can see, some of them don't. But just going forward, just some consistency, like I said, because at one point, y'all was talking about what do it matter if Hart choked twice? It's still the stature of her name. But then later on, it was, 40 bars was sloppy this year. So even though Coffee battled her, it wasn't the 40 bars. So it's like just the consistency. And again, I know we could critique every little thing, but I'm just bringing that to y'all attention. I do agree with the last speaker. I think the fan votes for the superlatives, as y'all call them, I get why I do it like that, but I think it should be panel voted on as well, because it just comes down to a popularity contest. Because I'm not talking about the picks, but Jazz having best battle with Rum Nitty last year out of all the female battles is literally like mind blowing. It wasn't even Jazz's best battle, but I digress. And then last but not least, I just wanted to say, like I said, this is the most I've been locked in at all. I mean, I've been on. I'm not really in Spaces at all since Surf, Free the Wave, Jersey. But but at the end of the day, I be on YouTube all the time, and like I'm always arguing. I'm arguing with fans. I'm arguing in the chat. I'm arguing with Danny Myers. I'm arguing with this one and that one. So at the end of the day, I had to really watch, and I think fans. A lot of us got more exposure. I know I did. I got more exposure to a lot of the newer women, and I got exposure to a lot more. I watch all the mainstream battles. I just wanted to say, like, we all gonna have our biases, right? Like Anwar was talking about earlier. I don't think that's a negative. I think as long as you do your job, like Rita said earlier, I think Rita said it, maybe it was Do, that you can still be objective through your biases. Because at the end of the day, most fans, or in my opinion, is biased to the bigger leagues. They don't really watch the smaller platforms. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have your biases. It is what it is, as long as you're aware of them. But as long as you're trying to keep the way I broke down y'all picks, it still was it made logical sense. You know what I mean? Even if I feel like y'all could have did this more, did that more, it's still I understood your logic, and y'all did a good example of a good job of explaining it out. So I just want to say them 3 quick points. Oh, one more point, my bad. I think it should be some type of cumulative points. And what I mean by that is like Shayna Ashley had 5 perfect rounds, which was repeated ad nauseum throughout the show. And it was true. She did have 5 perfect rounds. But at the same time, it's like, if that's the case, you as a battler, you better off battling less if you did good early than being risky and battling more. So there should be some type of acknowledgement or I don't know what the word is, but some type of something for being outside more, because it's like, why not play it safe then and just battle 3 times the minimum, and if you know you did good, then that's it. Nobody can't really critique you. Like, somebody that's going out more should garner more success and or more acknowledgement. And Black, I don't know what you think about it, but this shit was so entertaining. I think y'all should do this more than just at the end of the year. I'm not talking about the actual award, but maybe it should be like a half a year, like year-end panel review, just to get a temperature, because at the end of the day, it'll be fresh in your minds. I would say every quarter, but then it wouldn't be as suspenseful at the end of the year if depending on how the year shape up. But definitely more than once, because this shit was mad entertaining. Anyway, I'm gonna lay my plane there. Salute to all of y'all. Jersey, free to wave.
Thank
Free to
you.
wave.
Thank you for that.
Definitely free to
One thing
wave.
that you did, Rita, that I really love, I'm sorry I ain't said it earlier. I really love when you gave the definitions of each criteria. You gave the dictionary definition, and then you gave the
Oh, I do
correlation
that
to
every
battle.
year, child.
Yeah, I love that. Then give the
Oh,
correlation to
thank
battle rap,
you.
because we debate all the time. Well, what is that? It's like in sports is like this. Okay, well, how do it correlate to battle rap? So I love that you read those out for clarification before y'all even start the debate.
Yeah, thank you.
So you don't like when I read it out?
I ain't heard you read nothing out.
We read it out every year.
I
It's a
know.
lot
I'm
of
just trolling
positivity
Black.
in here.
Black
I'm
is a
just here for the
professional troll.
chaos.
He gonna get
What's
some
going
fun.
on right now with all this positivity?
Hold on. Let me ask
Oh, come
Peel a
on,
question.
Frank.
Nah, bruh. Y'all let Josh up there say that Vixen ain't clear chill. It was a lot going on.
Josh was not here to defend himself, so I
I
wish he
sent him the
was
invite.
to have the conversation with us.
Tell
I'm
him I'm
sorry,
looking
y'all.
for
He
him.
was up here a little bit earlier, but there was just like some feedback in his background. I believe he is working, but I do wish he was here to have the discussion with you guys as well. Because I'm sure there's some things that he said, or some
Yeah,
things I would like to
man.
address with him.
He was
Okay,
talking
but
about Thicks and crazy, man. I don't know what's going on.
he was talking to Lil Dixon about Big Dixon. Crazy. I got you.
Wow.
What happened with I know y'all said like the top donor had a portion of the vote.
The top donor is anonymous.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm at to ask about
It's
that,
Jay
because
Black.
I thought I was the top donor, but
It's
I did
not.
see
We
it was
know who it
anonymous.
is,
I did see it
yeah.
anonymous.
No,
We
Yeah.
know
Okay.
who it is, but it's anonymous.
I
For
know
the
who it is
people's
too,
sake.
but who did they vote for?
Y'all hear me?
You
Go
know
ahead,
who
Black.
it is.
Y'all hear
Huh?
me?
If you
So
know
Peel,
who it is, then you know who they
they can't
voted
hear me, bro.
for.
I'm about to come out.
Can you say
Now
it
we
for
can
the
hear you,
people
We
Black.
who
can hear
We
you,
may
can hear
Black.
you,
not
We
be?
can
Black.
hear
I'm
you,
not
Black.
saying none
Go
of
ahead,
that.
They
Black.
But
can't hear me
if
because
you
they
Hi,
know
talking
who it
Rita
is,
loud.
then you know who they
Fine,
voted
Rita
for.
Fine.
You just gotta
They
talk a
can't hear
little
me, bro.
louder, Black.
I'm talking very loud. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peel, you actually in third place. Fireboy Fire was above you.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that at the 11th
Then
hour, and that's dope.
somebody was above him. Yeah. And I think at that point, like the way they did it, they never even got to the fan vote. But I think they said it, but Hustle won 70. So never
Yeah, for
came out.
sure. I mean, it was unanimous on the panel, so I wasn't really mad. Like I said, I donated that amount because at the end of the day, I thought female battle rap on the whole was deserving of it. They need more looks. They need to get paid more. Like it's
That's
this ain't a
fire.
physical sport. So it's like it's a mental. So like at the end of the day, fire is fire, and it's mad women putting on from low tiers to high tiers to new girls. So like at the end of the day, I ain't had no problem. You know what I mean? I'm glad
Salute
other
to you,
people
bro.
donated more.
Thank
Salute
you
to
for
you.
that. We appreciate you.
We appreciate the men leaning in. That has been so fire to me. I remember you debated the boss, and that was a fire, respectable debate. I remember you was going hard for Coffee, made great, strong arguments for her. So to see you support not just with your words, but with that kind of money is super fire. I do see you on YouTube watching some of these smaller league battles. I see you all the time. He definitely support female battle rapper. We need more people like you to keep this thing going. So salute to you.
Thank you, thank you. Well, let me salute then Tito, because Tito actually came on Too Real for Battle Rap, I think it was, or maybe it was Angry Fan. I can't remember which one it was on. And we was up there. I was up there on the stream yard with him, and he was like, "Well, you should donate." And I know him and Black both say, I was, I don't have no problem with Jazz for the record. I don't know why people think because I was going hard on Jazz. It wasn't. I think Jazz is Mount Rushmore. I think she's a pillar of battle rap, period, male or female. I'm talking about just 1 year out of all the years of battle rap. I'm not talking about. I don't personally dislike her. I don't have. I think she's great. I just was talking about the year 2023. But Tito from KMF, I think it is. He the one who actually was like, "Well, you should donate." And I was like, "You know what? You're right." So then he the one who actually convinced me to donate, regardless of what I thought was going to happen, which it turned out it didn't happen. So salute to him and salute to the boss, because she actually got my opinion on Hustle to raise. That was my number 2 after talking to her. And I was like, she made good points. I went back and rewatched some of the battles, and Hustle is Hustle. She undeniable. She's been undeniable. Oh, while I'm here, I know a lot of people want to say about the panel, y'all didn't bring up such and such allegations about Hustle. At the end of the day, I think I'm glad y'all didn't, because at the end of the day, Hustle been doing this for so long. I think it's ridiculous to entertain that. It's a time and place for those things, maybe in spaces or maybe in chats. But at the end of the day, we're not doing that. We can't just be substantiating all types of she's been around since I've been watching. I mean, from over a decade, and now I'm glad y'all didn't entertain that. So salute to y'all for sticking to what really mattered, and salute to everybody. Salute to everybody here. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I think if they would have brought it up, you gotta verify it and make sure it's substantial shit behind it, 100%. You can't go, I heard this or somebody tweet. You gotta really break that shit down. 30 minutes should have been on whoever wants to bring it up, and you gotta really convince the audience.
Really, Jay
100%.
Black? Really, Jay Black? That's
I'm
the
just
road
saying.
you want to take right now? Really? About you want people to really break shit down? You want to hold people to that?
I'm just saying if they brought it up,
But no, I'm not talking about the allegation.
How is that crazy?
I'm just saying that word choice. You really got to break shit down. You got to spend 20, 30 minutes. Shout out to Mark, man. Shout out to Mark. I'm gonna just leave it there, man. Shout out to Mark, man.
What's
God,
going
man.
on
Shout out
right
to
now?
Mark.
What's going on right now?
You're talking about two different things, brother.
No. I'm talking about you saying no. I'm talking about shout out to the boss,
bro.
Shout out to the boss. Shout out to the boss. I'm talking about what you actually said, which is if you want to bring up something, you should substantiate it. That's all I'm saying. That's what you just said. Hold on, how you say it, the boss? The boss. Can I get a? Ain't that what you said, love? The boss. Can I get one of them, please? I'm gonna mute up.
If your mic
on it today, bro.
I'm on all bullshit today. Shout out to
Cody.
The boss, can I get a? Ain't that what you said, love? Can I get one of them, please?
Ain't that what you said, love?
So all you need for space is a better mic. That's it. I'm on my cell phone. I don't know.
Shout out to all of y'all, man. This is incredible.
His mic is really good. I can't even speak over him.
Yeah. Shout out to the Cody,
like I said, the context is different. We're talking about an allegation of someone ghostwriting or having a ghostwriter. It's different.
No, facts.
So if you want to bring that up, you just got to break it down. You got to make it make sense.
That's a fact. I feel like anything. If you're on that panel, shout out to everybody that's been on every panel throughout the time. So I'm not gonna name everybody, but every single person that's been on Cody or Woty, there is a level of due diligence that's the terminology of what Black is talking about. If you're gonna bring something up on one of them panels with all the eyes that are on that, shout out to everybody that don't care and don't watch, but everybody watches Cody and Woty. So if you're gonna bring up something, you need to have all your shit together. And the bottom line is, shout out to Ms.Hustle. People can accuse her of whatever. If you don't have 100% solid proof, Cody or Woty is not the time to bring that shit up. Shout out to the spaces, shout out to the YouTube lives, and all that other shit. Cody
and
or Woty,
make sure the
that's
ghostwriter is as good as Ms.Hustle. Like a lot of the people that have been accusing her ain't even been as good as her. So you gotta start there.
Well, I'll tell y'all right now. I wrote Ms.Hustle's all 3 rounds for Tay Rock. So when Smack said that Ms.Hustle won, I took that as a personal compliment. Like,
I
you know,
thought
he
you
was
was writing
shout
for.
to Ms.
I
Hustle.
thought you was writing for Jagged J. My fault.
No, I don't write for Jagged. Jagged J got 2 battles, dog, and he lost one of them. Like, shout out to that.
All
But
of them.
at the
And
end of the
John
day,
John don't smoke him.
huh? Yeah.
Facts.
Damn.
Yeah,
But
I'm taking
I
bets on
think
that battle. I got Black clear.
John
I
I ain't
got
gonna
John
John
hold
John
you.
definitely.
clear.
yeah, I got Jay Black
Yeah,
beating John
I
Yeah,
John.
I got Black beating
Are
John
y'all
John, and
crazy?
I'm
That's
taking
John
bets.
John.
That's
I got
John John the debate.
John.
Never mind.
I got John beating Jagged J, but I got me beating John. If that makes sense.
Shout
Not
out
at
to you.
all. The
So
boss, we need you on the Cody panel. The boss, what's up?
oh shit. On the Cody panel, you
Yeah, the
said?
Cody panel. Yeah.
Hey Frank,
Oh,
let me explain something to you, Frank. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Shout out to the boss. I like the boss. The boss reminds me, she's like a little baby 40, right?
the boss is not safe there. She
A
may
little
Exactly.
baby
she may
40
Jay
is
Black.
be
wild.
Jay Black.
successful. I'm saying
Black.
she
Do
may
not
be successful in arguing in the space,
Jay
but the
Black.
Cody
Yo,
panel
you are
completely
fucking up
different.
the church's money, Jay Black.
100%.
Nah,
Mute
you
No,
up.
wild, Black. I'll cook
Mute
y'all.
up,
I
Jay
don't know
Black.
what you think this
Nah,
is,
I got
Black.
the
Jay
boss
Black,
debating
mute
all of
up,
y'all.
Yeah,
Jay
I will
Black.
cook
Respectfully,
y'all,
It
Black.
won't
I
work
don't know
out.
what you
none of
thought.
y'all could debate with the boss. Let's
You
be
got
I
clear.
cook.
linguistics and all that
Listen.
stuff, but it just won't be the same as what you're used to. Is what I'm
Well,
saying.
Spitting
here's
I
that.
all the
hear you. I
facts.
hear
All the
you.
facts.
All I'm gonna
It
tell you is
sounds
I ain't
good.
Yoshi.
You
Hey,
do
the boss.
good.
I ain't Yoshi
You
the
It
do
boss.
sounds good.
All right,
I'ma
and
send
what
you
is
to the
Marlon
moon.
It
in there?
sounds good.
And what
I'ma
is
send
that?
you to the moon, the boss.
It's a little
You
I'm
done,
different.
not.
And what
I'm
is
so
out of
unworried.
control?
It's a
you
little
done had a
different.
couple debates that I was listening to. Like what?
It's a little different.
I'm so unworried and
All right.
unbothered.
Okay.
This is
That's
It's a little
so. So let me
different.
ask you.
Letting you know now.
Mind you, me asking you means literally nothing. Shout out to Jake Black. But what you doing around about end of January of
Let's go.
2025?
Let's
There
go.
you go.
What?
Let me ask you right now,
Y'all
because
don't. It's
I
not gonna
got
happen like
smoke for
that.
you, the boss.
I
I
got
have
the
no
boss
idea.
clearing the
I
whole
have no
panel by
idea what I'm
herself.
doing. But if we make an appointment, I got a calendar. I could definitely. What we
All
doing?
right. All right. Well, I ain't the one that can make that call, but AJ Black, I would love to smoke the boss live and in person
Let's
because
Just
go.
she do well.
a
But
debate between y'all two.
What the
no, no,
fuck
no,
is
no, no.
going on and
Nah, the
why?
whole
Hello?
panel versus the
I
boss.
don't,
I got the boss
Yeah, the
clear.
whole panel. Because she be up there with motherfuckers who, shout out to Verb, they both say her
We
when they
gotta
mean
we gotta
hair.
we gotta make this about the battle rappers. So I think this is
Yeah,
like
no,
a
that's what I'm
switch
talking about.
from
No,
Here we
I'm
charging
talking
go.
up
about
your
the
chat. I'm
panel.
Here
just
we
saying.
go. Here we go.
I'm talking about the panel. Jay
It
Black,
sound
have I
personal.
ever asked you for anybody to be on
Make
the
that
panel?
video, Jay Black.
I'm not
Yeah,
making
that's
no
a fact.
video.
Shout out to Lola. She called you out. But I ain't never asked you to have nobody on the panel, Black. Am I lying?
You're lying, as like you always do.
I'm about to
That's
say that you
cat.
sound like the battle rapper Beasley. Am I
Am I
lying?
lying?
Right? That's crazy too. He gonna do that in the space too. It's cool though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
recorded.
Right? Don't worry about champion tomorrow. And
It's on my YouTube channel right now. It's definitely recorded.
Oh
really?
my God.
Did I ask
Yeah.
for somebody to be on the panel? Who did I ask to be on the panel?
I'm sipping my drink, so I can't even talk
Oh,
right
all
now.
right. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow you won't have no drink. When we do, shout out to champion. I haven't been
We're
on
not
since they
locked
did
in
coach.
for tomorrow.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Shout
Good
out
luck,
to
brother.
you. I know where the studio at. That's the good
All right.
news. But yeah, and I'm only off tomorrow. I ain't off again until like fucking next week. So yeah, it got to be tomorrow.
I will
But
say, Rita, y'all must have did a great job because the last couple years, the spaces have been in an uproar with Panda.
But
Like,
they was
I
though.
think Shuni had a valid grievance, but other than that, y'all ain't really have no uproar, no
Yeah.
catastrophe.
I mean,
Like,
every year has gotten better in terms of the complaints and critiques at the end.
yep.
I think year one, there was some, but it wasn't really that crazy. Year two, it got real crazy. Year three was probably our peak craziness, but also for the most part, everyone it was one complaint was the thing. It was probably like 1 to 2 complaints overall.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, everybody kind of agreed with us. Like, oh, outside of this, I felt like y'all were right. So I feel like every year we've gotten better. This year, I mean, again, 1 to 2 complaints. I'm not really mad at it in terms of like the type of complaints they are. It's more so a critique and just certain things that we got to step up on our end. So,
I
And I
think
think
that
it shows that y'all listening to us, which is dope as well, because we the fans, no pun intended. it. I can't stand Frank.
I think the
But,
girls are maturing. So, whereas they were a little bit, disrespectful in prior years, now they're realizing it's not necessary to, express yourself in that manner. So,
I love that.
I think they learn,
That's a fact.
everybody's learning as we go.
And shout out to all the women who actually structured their year for Woty and paid attention to everything that they needed to do throughout the year in order to win and never taking their foot off the gas. So one, Ms.Hustle, but then there are other females on the list who clearly, did everything in their power for the year to make sure that they would be on the Woty list. So I just that strategizing is important, and I appreciate people taking it serious and waiting until the end of the year to actually hear us debate and see where they rank. And it's a lot, but I'm happy that people take it serious.
And I hope that people remember that before Cody and before Woty, there was a time in battle rap where niggas didn't care. We didn't have this type of planning. We didn't see these types of schedules all the time and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept of this is for the battles to mean something, for people to have something to aim toward, and look at the quality of battle rap in terms of what motherfuckers is bringing to the table. The top people is coming with that work. And shout out to the girls in the honorable mention too. I seen them, and as that covers battle rap, especially new battle rappers, and has a lot of women on the platform. I see them women is coming, bro. The Rock Lees, the Sea Breeze, the Shay Racks, they working, bro. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to get to that point too. So big shout out to that, bro. But I just want to shout out Black for really change and shift in the paradigm in this motherfucker, man, because it was getting weird at one point. I ain't gonna lie, but that's all I want to say.
This is the hardest the girls ever worked. The first year we did Woty, we only had like enough work for a list of 10.
That's a fact.
So it's definitely getting more competitive. And I think the leagues seriously need to book the girls more. When there's girl battles on cards, I feel like it turns up more for the females. I feel like the females deliver quality battles. The percentage, the ratio of it is, of course, impossible to tell because it's just guys. But it would only be right to book more females.
We could point out major events where a woman was probably battler of the night. You know what I'm saying? We've seen cards where 2 women was battle of the night, or battle everybody was talking about. And even like with the new battlers, you starting to see more of them take different matchups and shit. And even intergender shit, man. We could book some of these matches. Some of you niggas could get talked to by some of these women, nigga. I be in these little smoky rooms, these little back rooms, man. Some of these women got smoke for y'all niggas. So I'm an advocate for that too. It's lyrical combat, my nigga. We not actually fighting each other, my nigga. So why not? Why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that part too. But you definitely right about that, because at first, like, damn, we not even get enough sample size. But now people are starting to get booked, travel, do their thing. So if you was mentioned on this, or even not mentioned, because people use that as motivation as well, just keep working on your shit, man. Because obviously people are paying attention. So shout out to that.
Real one more thing, Black and Rita and do as well. I don't know what you thought about what I asked you, but I was dead serious. Like, what do you think about? It was like 2,000 people in the chat, and I'm sure it might have been more after. That's the last time I looked at the chat numbers. Like having like a halfway point. I mean, you don't got to rank. Maybe
I was trying to answer that. So somebody cut me off before I got to it. This shit is draining, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Same way these girls be wanting to quit or stop. This shit costs. It's time consuming. I take time away from the family, low key. Like, to do this multiple times throughout the year, I don't know about that. So I just know it's between, let's see, Cody and Woty, it's like 3 days apart in preparation for it and getting it right. And then the ceremonies, it's like, the ceremony, I'm gonna be on Hustle the whole day in terms of preparation. Misconstrue that. Shout out to Hustle. But yeah, that shit's draining, bro. If somebody else is in charge of it, I could just come in and just, host. I'd be down to do that. But if I got to do everything, if I got to provide the mics, the cameras, the backdrop, the venue, the TVs, this, the that, food, the oxtails, like the list of a million things you got to do.
Y'all heard how he said he got to provide the oxtails? Y'all heard that? When you had oxtails at Cody, J Black?
J Black, J Black, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold on.
Do not do that, J Black.
Who had oxtails though?
Nobody,
Josh,
because I
Josh or
spared
Josh?
your ass.
Yeah, let's get to this conspiracy.
Josh
What
didn't order
happened?
oxtails?
Who had
Yeah, Josh
oxtails?
got the oxtail.
You know what? Josh
Hold
should
on,
have
not
told
too
me because I would have did it
bro.
too.
Black, you ordered? No. Hold on, I draw the line at oxtails. What's going on, bro? What happened?
Yeah, you heard him, Tone, bro. Put that in your blogs in my Grizz voice.
Nah,
They ordered
Not
oxtails.
not
crazy.
the
Listen,
oxtails.
Hey, Tone, bro, what Jay Black do for us?
11 different orders.
What Jay Black do for us?
I
Yo, y'all
I
want
paid for the
pizza
first
or you
one.
want a cheesesteak?
Yeah, well,
And
I was
Right. He
oxtails
went
wasn't
like,
even
you
an
want some
option.
oxtails, no lobster. He ain't say
They
that.
ain't never did none of that, man.
He ain't
he
None
never
of that,
said
dog.
that.
he went to the lobsters, crab legs, and shit. What's
Yeah,
No,
going
I
bro.
ain't.
on?
I'm just trolling. Jay
Niggas
Black
had a
deserves
seafood
all
boil?
the love, all the
Hello?
flowers, and all that he's doing for this
Hi,
culture
Josh.
is
How are
really
you?
amazing.
I'm good, just getting off work.
I had to
Josh, what
cut
up?
him some slack.
Here's the trouble man right here.
Josh, is that Josh?
Yeah, this
Yeah, Woty panelist
Troublemaker.
Josh.
Oh yeah. Hey Josh, listen, I ain't nobody, bro. I'm just a fan of the culture. But I ain't like how you was talking about Vixen, man.
it is what it is.
Nah, man. You
It
don't think
wasn't.
Vixen cleared Chilla?
I didn't say that. I said she didn't body him. She won the battle. She won the
What?
battle. It's not a body. She wasn't even great. She was good.
What?
She was cool.
Wasn't great. Oh my God.
She
Who was
wasn't.
it? That Frank?
Man, the boss was ready to risk it all.
Out of Vixen, Coffee, and Jazz, they was all on the same card. Vixen was the least impressive.
Wow.
And I fuck with Vixen. Vixen's my people's, but it just wasn't her year. As you notice, Vixen's been saying she hasn't been motivated. She's taking a break. She's sending all these tweets because she knows she hasn't been doing her best.
You don't feel like A-Ward was the only battle where she was underwhelming? Everything else, she did a thing.
I feel like she was underwhelming all year, as far as the Vixen that I've come to appreciate. I feel like she was underwhelming all year. I don't actually, if you want to be honest, the A-Ward showing might have been one of her better showings.
Damn, the Matrix won't let you get that off,
Vixen
bro.
has been on a clear decline.
But I do agree with Josh. I do feel like A-Ward, despite the magnitude of the loss, I thought her A-Ward material was some of the best material she delivered all year. She just lost really badly because A-Ward went to another level.
So for you to bring up, her Chiller performance when her Chiller performance probably is.
What? I like that performance.
You didn't like the Yoshi
I
battle?
liked it too, I ain't gonna
You didn't
hold
like
you.
the Yoshi battle or the Chiller battle?
She choked versus
When you
Yoshi.
compare
Material versus Joshi was really good. For some reason, I don't know what it is about female battlers, but y'all kind of pick and choose when y'all say like female battlers fell off for things. Like I've seen the same story with Official. Like people be saying like Official
fell off.
Talk that shit, Nick.
Official
I'm
and Vixen, interesting.
Bringing up my goat.
You feel like Official and Vixen are at their peaks?
I feel like they both are still high top tier battle rappers, and then males do the same thing. They don't get as scrutinized.
Totally agree with
And I've seen.
Totally agree.
Take this
Official
follow, brother.
herself.
Y'all
No,
keep
no,
these
I'm keeping
niggas
it
in
real.
a
Listen.
y'all keep these niggas in a certain time capsule.
Yeah, Vixen show up. Vixen show up every single time, man.
And she beat Jade. I didn't mention that either. She beat Jade clear. I was
We
there.
did talk about the J battle. We talked about the J battle a couple of times. They actually said that the J battle was debatable.
It was not. I was there.
I was there too, Frank. That's a debatable battle. I
That's
have
a dope battle.
Vixen. I have
It's a
Vixen
dope ass
winning,
battle.
but I was there. That's the debatable battle. It's a fair battle, but it's debatable.
I think that sometimes when you guys are watching the debates, like you hear what you want to hear, or you know what your biases are towards the first time.
Right.
And then if you go back the second time, you might catch little things that you didn't catch because someone's yelling, we're talking over each other. You're not really catching what everybody. I'm not gonna yell. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I do. But everyone had, valid points.
I also
feel
think
like there's no way.
Oh, go ahead, Josh.
There's no way that you can feel like Vixen is in the same status that she was after her DNA and Lady Flames battle. You can't feel that way. It's not the same.
Okay.
So I'll say this: like I can't be mad at you for saying not the Vixen I expect or I revere her to be. What I'm saying is the reasons why I say these ladies fell off sometimes. It don't be I see it happen in the male side of the sport, and it don't be the same type. It take like
that's not true.
From men, so let me give you an example. Since we, I like to do it with facts over feelings. So like, I'm from Jersey, so my bias is always gonna be Jersey. I'm from North specifically, and I done seen Surf or Twerk or a lot of top tier names have laws where we've gotten on them, but it took a lot for us to get them on them. And when you come to somebody like Vixen or Official or whoever the next lady gonna be, y'all gonna see fall off. It's like you just said DNA and flames. Like, not for nothing, Vixen has fire performances and really good battles. It's just like, what have you done for me lately? It seems stricter with the females. I don't know if that's my
Well, you have
background,
to
but
consider the fact that the men have way more battles. You also have to consider the fact that they're outside a lot more than the females. So Vixen, I'm aware of Vixen's work prior to DNA, but a lot of people aren't familiar with Vixen until her DNA First Lady Flame showing when she was technically at the peak of her popularity, as far as showings and popularity. As of right now, it's not that. If official and Vixen is a battle that at one point everybody was checking for. I don't feel as
I'm
though
still checking for that battle, Josh.
What,
right.
you
So
don't think
are
people
you
want to
are
see
you
That's the
checking?
Official
key in
versus
this year.
Vixen? You don't think people want
Vixen
to see
versus
that battle,
Official
Josh?
is a battle
What'd
I've
you say?
always wanted to see. I'm never gonna not want to see that
I
You
battle.
didn't
don't
hear you.
think people want to see Official versus Vixen this year?
Of course. What I'm saying is I don't feel like at one point it was
The hype ain't the
high in
same.
demand. Right. The hype
Mm.
isn't the same. If
Mm-hmm.
we
and
were to see
again, I'm saying that hype comes from it just seems more scrutinous. I done seen Charlie Clips get booked
and
ad
look how
nauseum.
he
So
still gets booked,
I
but they
have
fear
something for
Charlie Clips.
that.
I'm gonna mute
In reference
everyone
to
for just
Cody and
1
Woty,
second,
when you
right?
guys
Because can we not bring up the double C man? Can we just not speak about him at all? Can we just leave him out of the conversation? I don't mean to be
yeah,
rude or
let's
disrespectful, but the double C man cannot be mentioned.
listen, this is my point about the guys versus the girls.
Especially while the
When
boss
the
in here.
fans, you might have like a fan's perspective, or you're looking from like Twitter or like popular opinion. When it comes down to Cody, Twerk's never won one. Charlie Clips hasn't won a Cody. So when it gets down to really breaking it down to see who's the best and who's who, none of those biases get past there.
I also want to say I do think the men get scrutinized to the same, because when we talk about like even with twerk, with chess, people that went through choking patterns or whatever you want to call it, we was like the fans were like, okay, well, why are they still getting booked? Or sit down, like twerk was set down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Chess has been set down repeatedly. We complain about him even still now. Like we can't control how often they get booked because we not the leagues, right?
Exactly.
But I do think that the men face the same level of scrutiny. Same thing with Charlie Clips. I'm sorry, my
No,
fault.
yeah, let's go
That's
to
my
that
bad.
because
That's my bad.
I was
Yeah,
about to retort because you said that fans hold him in a certain regard, regardless of what he's been doing recently. I think a woman of the same legendary status, they don't do that. Like so, right? Like people say a Charlie Clips battle is still a Charlie Clips battle, but they won't do that with Don Lady. She's a legend. You see what I'm saying?
now I agree, but I think
He
that's
hasn't reached
more
the
of.
heights that Charlie Clips has reached, and I think that's an unfair comparison.
But
But
I
both of
also
them
think
are
that that's
legends,
more
though.
of y'all. Well,
I
not
feel like
y'all, because Tony, you're not a
She's a
battler.
veteran. She's not a legend.
But
That's more of the battlers than it is like like if you've been paying attention, the fans are sick and tired of Clips. It's the
really,
battlers it's the battlers that come in and say, yeah, but Clips is still
they
Clips. You know,
still
Clips
give
is
them that.
dangerous.
Yeah.
We were
Charlie
sick and
still get
tired
him.
of Clips in 2017.
You see what I'm saying?
We
So
were
You
that's
sick and
more of
tired
the.
of
So you
Clips
say like the
in
battlers do that to you say the male battlers still give a nigga that legendary like nah he's
Exactly.
still who he is, but the
because
women
they're
And they
battlers
want
don't
peers.
that
do
on
that.
their resume. They want that
They're
name on their
peers.
resume.
Right.
They want it on their resume. That's a fact. That's a
But
fact.
the
Right.
thing I'm
That's a
trying to
fact.
say is, regardless of what all of our opinions are, they haven't received a Cody. Chess is one of the best. He
That's
hasn't
true.
received any awards,
That's
so it's not
true.
like anything's getting swept under the rug.
That's
And
fair.
I think
I wasn't
That's
saying
fair.
that towards Cody, and I think Tone Bro articulated my point well. I was just saying in general when we was talking about Vixen not being at her peak. I'm just
Right.
saying
I
I could go
understand, but
through
we're
it. Remember?
talking about Woty and we're
No,
talking
I feel
about
you.
Cody.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, Big T's still not the same Big T that he was years ago. I
But
feel like we're doing with a lot of
how
that's a
men
many
now.
years
fact.
did it take for
We
people to kind of concede that? I think what bro is saying is like, yo, like she's still who she is. I mean, she won a title not that long ago, right? She's
3 years
still a
Exactly.
ago,
high level battler. You
4
know what I'm
years ago.
saying? And it's just like you can't even the people she lost to. I mean, it's not like she's losing the scrubs. The people that's beating her is nice as a motherfucker. Like you see what I'm saying? So it's like I could see if she took an L against somebody that where it was like, well, damn, like that's in a whole different. You was given a shot and you got bodied or some shit. No,
I think
you
it's
losing
She's
the
at a higher
award on
level.
stage. A
It's
lot
called
of niggas
DNA.
lose the
We have
award.
high
I
expectations for
think
somebody at that level.
I
Yeah, I
feel
was
like I
gonna
did
say
this,
it's the
but
high expectations, and then on top of that, trying to sweep certain things under the rug. Meaning, A Ward bodied her. There was a body. Just saying,
It
oh, she
was.
lost that battle. That's sweeping that under the rug, right? So now that is now inducing feelings over here. That's making her say, hold up, y'all tripping. She did now. He has to now have a rebuttal for that. His rebuttal for
Josh, your
that, she didn't
background
have
loud, baby.
anything.
I'm at the airport.
She
Sorry.
didn't have anything that was real stand outish for the year overall. They didn't have any real rebuttal for that in terms of he's like, hey, mention a bar to me. Nobody had a bar from her, which I get sometimes that's difficult to just wham bam, just bring that out of your back pocket. But at the same time, he has to have a rebuttal for what's being said to him. And when things like that are being swept under the rug, it's annoying. I'm not gonna lie. A body is a body, and we also need
I
to
hear you.
know the difference between a body, a 30, and a gentleman's, because they're all different.
If I get, and I understand your point. That's a fair point too. But like somebody getting bodied by somebody that is of a certain caliber or of the same caliber versus like it's not enough for me to say that they completely fell off because that person is just they on that top level. Like if I take a it's levels to the losses. If he was to battle an up and comer and get fucking bodied, it's like, well, damn, like you know what I'm saying? We wasn't expecting that, or like that person isn't even in the same class of competition. I feel like that has to be taken in consideration if you say somebody falls off. You know what I'm saying? Like
So
you
I'm very
got
big
bodied, but
on
you got
like
bodied by A Ward. This nigga nice. Like he
But is her competition supposed to like how do you feel her competition is supposed to be after winning Woty? You're supposed to still be facing some of the best in the world,
She
and we
body
expect you to
DNA.
have good
right.
battles with these people. Like if you're not having, and that's what we mean by falling off. You're falling down the scale as you're consistently battling some of the top dogs in the game. You're not
Not only
keeping
did
up
she,
with the same performances
is
we've
there a
seen with
difference
DNA.
not
between
only did she get bodied by A Ward, right before that she got bodied by Jazz. Before that, most people have her losing the hustle.
Jazz
So this
and
is
Hustle and A
it's
Ward?
still
Like
reoccurring. So clearly you're facing competition that you're not ready for.
I'm about to say,
this
I
is
think that's
I
the
mean,
insane.
I'm gonna
problem with
say this,
y'all.
Josh. You saying she wasn't
If
ready
you're
for
not,
that
if you're,
competition, but
I
if you're
Hustle,
can't do
not,
that
Hustle
either.
if
versus
you're not
Vixen
able
was
to
a
make these
fire ass
battles,
battle. I think that
if
battle
you're
was
not able to
debatable.
make these
She
battles
also went toe to
debatable,
toe with Tay Rock. Win or lose, she go out there
I
and
agree.
perform and she show out.
I agree. I feel like the
That's
Tay
what I
Rock showing
want
was
from
a
a
good
battle
showing.
rapper.
Exactly. I agree. I feel like the Tay Rock showing was a good showing. I feel like the hustle showing was cool. The battle was underwhelming, but also there was a lot of things that went into that. The whole atmosphere of that event
Yeah, like the
was kind
setting.
of
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
So,
Outside of their control.
but
Yeah.
when you put all of these things together, Vixen seems as if things aren't the same.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think when people hear words like, because all Josh said was that she's on a decline. Like, I'm a stickler for words. So
I
literally,
never said
that's
fell
that's
off. I
that's
just said it's not the
accurate.
same Vixen.
No, he was
No,
saying
I
like
don't think that's
your
accurate.
stock
I
drop
disagree
when
with
you
that.
lose
Yeah,
battles
but
and you get
If she
hurt.
if
yeah,
she would have lost
you
to
see what I'm
somebody
saying?
of a
Like
lower
that, like
tier
that's just
or a
literally
lower
what that
level
is. K
MC, then
Shine.
you could say that though. You can't
Yeah,
if
and the
they
last person
losing
we
to
seen them
somebody
beat
that is
was Triller. Like,
of a top
hello.
But
level.
it's not just one. That's what I'm saying. It's not one loss doesn't constitute a fall off or a decline. But K
And
Shine
I
went through
think
the same
you
thing
articulated
when you.
that very well up there on that panel in terms of
Yeah,
speaking about her. You won Woty one year, but every year you've fallen down the list since. You've not been top 5 every year, such as the Casey or even our top 3 that we've seen this year. They've consistently been in like the top 5 for real. You're not even in the top 5.
it's literally the definition of a decline.
No,
You know what
no.
I'm saying? Her
Well,
20.
I disagree.
Huh?
I'm just saying if it's a difference between falling off and plateauing. There's a certain level of competition, and
Exactly.
maybe she
I
can't.
agree.
She's gonna say, well, all right. If she would have took 5 battles this year against new girls and was losing, okay, now we can do the decline talk. But she's losing the A Ward, Hustle, and fucking like
Tay Rock,
like these niggas. This
Jazz,
is the elite in this motherfucker,
Hey,
right?
the Mount
hey, Tone,
Rushmore.
bro, don't give her too the sample of what it's like to be in one of them real debates.
If
Don't
this
do
is
that,
Yeah.
this
Tone,
is the
bro.
But
sample,
she's
if this
also
is the
having
sample, I'm
at
ready
the
for the
same
buffet.
time.
If
At
this
the
is
same
the
time, she's
sample,
having a
please
debatable
bring on the
day.
buffet. I'm so ready to
I'm just
leave.
saying. This is
Please
I
let this
just
be.
said,
it's not like she losing.
shout out to the
Because
boss. The boss, you said literally, right?
She did.
Literally means without
Here we go.
variance.
Here we
You
go.
said literally,
She did.
and
She's a
he
stickler for words
corrected you.
too.
It's not literally a decline; it's actually a plateau. But go ahead,
But
though.
he did correct me. You just didn't let me get to my rebuttal because it
Oh
is
yeah, no,
absolutely
because it wasn't a rebuttal. You know
no
what I'm
no.
saying?
I
It
haven't
wasn't.
even said it. It was
He
absolutely a
took what
rebuttal.
you said, love. He took what you
So I
said,
cannot
love.
stand Anwar. You can't
He
use
took
my
what you
words on
said,
me.
love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is absolutely a decline because
We know your tricks, boss. I
if
don't
you
know why
start
you
at
think
the
this
top,
is
it's
that.
still a decline.
We
She
know your
didn't
tricks, bro.
plateau. She has declined. If you go from, if your material gets worse, if your win-loss
Oh, the
ratio
material got
gets
worse?
worse, yes,
Oh,
her
that's a new
material.
one.
Okay, so her material versus A Ward in comparison, and her performance. Let's talk about that. Her performance versus A Ward was good. Her material versus A Ward was good. She also still got bodied in that battle. If you then move on to her Yoshi battle, in her Yoshi battle, she choked. That is a decline in her performance, and her material was not as good as her A Ward's material. So that is the definition of a decline. Her performance and her material went down. The literal definition of a decline.
After that, the boss.
I
What
think
was
that's
the
cap.
battle
I think
after
it's the
Yoshi?
same caliber material. She's just running into people that is fucking better than her.
Hold
No,
on,
I'm
y'all.
talking about
I
her
don't think it's the
rounds
same
only. I'm
caliber
not talking
material.
about A-Ward's rounds. I'm talking about Vixen's rounds only. If you listen to Vixen's 3 rounds for A-Ward and then you watch her performance, and then you listen to her 3 rounds for Yoshi and watch that performance, and you say that they are of equal caliber, you are not being honest. In one battle she choked in one battle she had clearly better material. There was a decline.
You take it
I
two
thoroughly
battles
enjoyed
emphasize.
her
You say that
material
about her
versus
material
Yoshi's
over.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
God.
for me,
go
I
to
don't feel like the best person battles at the same rate in every round and I don't feel like that's the standard for everybody. So I don't feel like it should be the standard for Vixen. For me, with Vixen, I feel like I'm gonna get a good performance, some fire bars, some aggression, some energy, the shit that I like in battle rap. So win or lose, I want her book. I want to see whatever it is she gonna do. I want to see this official battle. I want to see her still verse the best of the best because that's when she go hard.
1,000%. I agree with everything that you just said. That doesn't change the fact that I agree. And I felt the same way when K-Shine went through his little downward spiral. I felt the same way when Official went through hers. I still want to see them. They are still who they are, but it doesn't change the fact that in those moments, they were on a decline. When K-Shine battled Chilla and Hollow, and I forgot, and Easy, and I think it's one more battle in there, he was on a decline during that time. Those are just the facts. When Official battled,
You're basing it on
battle Cortez and
that's not facts. That's your opinion.
You said that his material is even with Chilla and Official. I don't think the materials got worse. I don't think the material
I didn't speak on. I didn't speak on. So is this space recorded? Because I didn't say material when it came to K-Shine.
I think that she's losing these battles to people that are just better than her.
That's what I was trying to say. The boss
And they're like really good. And when you are a really good performer, you really dope at your writing your bars and getting that shit out. You can have a bad moment here or there, but it don't mean that you're on a decline. Because like even what you just said with K-Shine, we watched what happened with him in the Easy battle, but then he turned around and to me 30 to very fire real sick.
I agree 1,000%.
So it can go, you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't just be set in stone. It should be over a period of time. And I don't feel like she's declined like that. Like I still feel like she give us good performances.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that Vixen is still far. That's what I'm saying. I think when people hear words like decline, they think it's like no, not that she's trash now. But there is a change in quality. No matter how big or small the change is. Josh's background is wild.
I think Vixen has been very vocal about her not being as motivated to battle, and I think that's been showing in her writing.
That's a fact.
That's the same thing with Official.
I don't know why people are denying it. Like it's not that she's trash, but regardless of how big or small it is, a decline is still a decline.
Yeah. Well, I just don't think
agree to disagree.
I
guess,
and I think that's your opinion, and I just don't.
Oh, no.
So I just disagree.
Jeruz, what's up with you? Who you have for your Woty this year?
Twerk.
I had Jazz, but you know, I ain't mad. I fuck with Hustle too. That's my dog. I mean, I don't know, man. I had Jazz want to know. Like, I ain't mad. I ain't mad that Hustle won at all. I'm just mad that Jazz lost. You know, I don't. I just, you know, I don't know. It's hard to talk about it without, like, you feel me, like trying to offend Hustle, because I love Hustle. Like, that's really my dog. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And Jazz really my dog too. But I really had Jazz winning that shit. But I don't want to make it. I mean, I don't know.
So
It's the concept.
can I ask? I mean, nigga said, you know, I'm sorry, I'm here to stir the pot. Well, shout out to Josh, shout out to Lola. I mean, how you feel about motherfuckers saying you and Coffee was debatable or you didn't body Coffee? I'm just curious. I want to know how you felt because you be cussing me out.
About what? Cussing you out about what? I never touched you out about no fucking Coffee.
No, you be cussing me out when I be like, bro, these motherfuckers is wild. You be like, yo, dog, chill, man. You ain't got to turn up. Fuck that. I had to tweet it when they said that shit. Bro, nobody called that battle but debatable other than fucking Coffee's friends and family.
I'm gonna keep it real, gang. Like,
go to hell, Antoine.
like they just
nobody called
I ain't
that
gonna lie,
battle
like
debatable.
that's just come on, man. Like, it's the same way, respectfully, the same way they had Jazz with Battle of the Year, Performance of the Year. What else?
But not us.
The
You gotta
panel
realize
didn't do
that
that.
fan voted.
That was
If
a
the
fan
panel
vote.
had to discuss those except 3 awards, it would have been different.
Who said me and Coffee was debatable? Who said that?
Show yourself. Speak up. Say I, Tone, bro.
Twerk. What I said when you asked
Say
me after the
who?
battle.
I said it was debatable.
Who?
Did you just say my name,
Yeah, that's what
Anwar?
I don't know why you said
Right.
that.
Josh. That's her
You asked me after the
homegirl.
battle, Twerk, and I told you what I thought.
She was standing right behind her.
Right? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't, man, come on, man.
But I will say about that battle is that battle was really entertaining, and I don't feel like she did bad like people made it seem like she did bad.
I don't give a fuck what nobody think about that battle. I got paid and I left. Whoever I don't give a fuck. We talking about Woty. We ain't even talking about me. I don't even know how. This ain't about me. You talking about Woty?
You was a part of the Woty conversation.
I know because I'm a part of every conversation. You know what I'm talking about? It's the rules. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just that's just what it is. It's the rules. You know what I mean? I like, but what she got? But Battle of the Year.
She got Battle of the Year, Performance of the Year, and Round of the Year. And I ain't gonna lie. Do you think she got Battle of the Year? Let me ask you.
I don't give a fuck. It's not about what I think. It's about what the panel gave her, nigga. Fuck what I think.
No, it's that fan voted.
Not give her anything that's all.
Well, whoever, it don't matter. Well, okay, the fans voted for. She won all. She won everything. Like the fans voted Jazz. All the fans voted Jazz. She won the fan vote. She won Performance of the Year, Battle of the Year. What else? And Round of the Year.
Round of the Year.
That's fire.
And the fan vote, right?
Right. So let me ask you something real quick, Twerk. Let me ask you something. Look, just real quick, Twerk. Let me ask you a question.
It's insane to me, my nigga. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
That's a
do you
fallacy,
feel
though.
like
That's a fallacy, though.
like you can trust that all of the fans watched all of these battles more than once over the panel that had Hustle unanimous?
I'm not.
Do you think Jazz Storm versus you was the Performance of the Year?
I'm not. This shit is not about me. I'm talking about what
you. Do you
I'm
feel
talking
like
about what transpired.
She won
I was
Performance
talking
of the
about
Year.
your feelings on it. How you felt about it.
Performance of the Year.
I just told you how I felt about it. What I feel is that she won Battle of the Year, Round of the Year, Performance of the Year, and the fan vote. All 4 of those things, which should really matter, and lost. Woty. That is fucking insane.
Maybe she's just
like
a loser.
that is insane.
But
bro.
she's the most popular.
I don't give a fuck with nobody. That is insane, and nobody can tell me that. That's insane.
That's a fallacy, though, because
she lost to the panel. Like the panel chose her to lose, and that's just what it was. Like,
yeah, but the panel got more. The panel got more. I get them more credit for one simple.
I'm not gonna shit on the Woty panel because I didn't watch it, but I seen the Cody panel and how they dissect things, and they didn't do their job. So
this was a better panel. This was a better panel. I watched the whole thing.
twerk, I feel like the women didn't really get criticized for too much. It's probably one or two issues, but we talking about further down the list. I feel like everybody agreed with us with how we lined the women up at 1, 2, and 3.
Y'all had her at number 3 though.
I'm not gonna lie, you the first person to come up here to express these feelings. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nobody had these feelings
Nobody.
about Jazz not winning Woty.
Nobody
complained.
Not even Jazz.
Didn't complain.
Not even Jazz.
Didn't complain.
Jazz not gonna complain regardless.
Her manager.
And then at the same time, I don't want to make it seem like because I love Hustle, like, and I'm glad she won. I'm just sad that Jazz lost. Like, you know, respectfully.
I think what can be said about the panel is they expressed their points very well. Even if you agree to disagree, like they did their job as far as explaining why they felt how they felt. So I can respect that.
I didn't watch it, honestly. I didn't. But all I'm saying is to win Battle of the Year, Performance of the Year, Round of the Year, and the fan vote, all 4 of these things, and still lose is fucking insane. Like, that's just insane. Like, you can't slice it, dice it no other way. That's insane. That's fucking crazy.
It's not insane if she's more popular.
We
It's
won't
not
consider
insane
that
if she's
maybe
more
her fan
popular.
base is really, really big. And that might be why she was winning those votes, because those are her fan votes.
She also won a
As
fan
well
vote
as
for the
Hustle
award as
just
well.
not ever being able to get ahead when it comes to fan votes. Like, that's just not a thing for Hustle. And as far as I know, she typically does not win any fan votes.
Yeah, the fans did vote. That should be highlighted. The fan vote had Jazz as the Woty.
But again, we gotta trust the panel because we know that's why I even give props to Josh and Lola, because the fans is gonna go, and I'm a fan, so but I watched every battle of all the girls, but that's not the commonplace. You know what I mean? People say, "Oh, who the fuck is Grid? Who the fuck is Gemini?" They don't like if fans ain't tuned in, they ain't tuned in. But at least they be. I know the panel was challenging the consensus a lot, even though they I felt like they got mostly everything right. Obviously, I had fucking number one, but at the same time, like, you know, even with
They were thorough for sure.
even if they was thorough, even when they said it was debatable, I took that to mean the body was debatable because niggas was saying Jer's body coffee. At the end of the day, I think the consensus is definitely that he won, and the consensus probably is that he bodied her. But the point they was making was that it wasn't as like niggas be exaggerating shit. Niggas exaggerate this Arsenal and Hustle at the end of the year. At the end of the day, no matter what y'all want to say, the fucking poll says 75% to 25%. But at the end of the day, you're gonna say, well, Hustle not popular, or people don't like us, so they didn't vote. They voted against her. So at the end of the day, it's just like I'd rather have a panel that I know watched all the battles, and I know that they did their due diligence, and then they can explain what they came to their conclusion.
I would have to watch the panel.
Yo, gang, you definitely gotta watch.
I watched the Cody panel, and that's
they didn't do what they did
Nah,
on
but
Cody.
that's not Cody.
This was
bro.
different. And salute to the Cody
I get
panel,
it. That's
but
what
it
I'm
was
saying.
different.
I'm not gonna blame that on y'all. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't watch it, so I'm just, just saying, like, when y'all say these panel, like, you can't always trust the panel either. But I didn't see the Woty panel, so I would have to watch it.
They definitely did. The way they broke it down,
they did.
I'll say this because, like,
I mean, and if they broke it down the way that you were saying to me, like, I would get that. Like, I would understand.
Yeah, Jay Black wasn't on it. Jay Black didn't allow them to do the bullshit. Shout out to Rita.
Yeah, so it wasn't compromised or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Jay Black allowed the Cody panel to do anything. Shout out to him.
Maybe.
But, Rita was like, when they got to Jazz at 3, like, it's funny, bro. Like, it went similar. Like, they was like, all right, who y'all got at number 3? Everybody said Jazz except for one person.
Unanimously.
But even though it was unanimous, niggas went into why they had Jazz at 3, which was all that was all.
Facts.
I can accept that. That was it. Shout out to Jay Black. I mean,
but did they do the same thing for 1 and 2?
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, one
was
unanimous.
when they did 3. When they did 3, it was like 3 versus 2. Then when it got to 1 versus 2, it was a healthy debate. But the top 3 was an hour long. That was the last hour of the show. That's all I'm saying.
I can respect
yeah, but when you watch it, like you'll see. Like, I encourage you to watch.
I can respect that.
And Lola Dope had performance of the night. Like,
oh yeah, my bad. I
definitely
thought
peep
Rita
that.
was off the.
Show or nothing like that. The show is a reasonable amount of time and it's entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, bro. Listen, you gonna be
Lola Dope,
highly
bro. Just watch
entertained.
Lola's performance, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And we
I ain't gonna
definitely
lie.
proved to y'all that these men do not think for us. Y'all thought y'all knew what the fuck was going on when y'all saw them do the Cody panel, but y'all had a whole different type of conversation about those three people, and they was placed totally different. They don't
Don't
think
say
for
y'all.
us.
Don't say
never.
y'all. Say Jay Black and them. He the only one.
No,
You
no, you
not.
a part of it too,
No, I
Omar.
wasn't up there.
You're a
No,
part of it too.
Ty.
Champion.
No,
going on
no, I voted and kept my shit silent. Ask Jay Black. Y'all can ask him. I ain't want to be on the panel. I ain't want nothing to do with the panel. No moderation, no nothing. Like, shout out to my bro. Like, you know what I mean? He told me he was going to do work this year. I got excited about it. Like, you know, it is what it is. And I've said this repeatedly, but I'll say it again on this space. Twerk kept telling me, like, bro, like, I don't give a fuck about Cody. Like, don't get your hopes up on that shit. Like, don't care about that. Like, we just doing work. But, you know, it just is what it is. Like, I believed that was the case. But on
Don't get
this
us
shit,
started, and
because
you can do that.
no, listen, bro, even on Big K winning, and I've said this publicly, I'm not mad that Big K won. I'm not. But I didn't like the way it went. And Mark is my bro. You know what I mean? Mark is my guy. He's champion. But I gotta see Mark. Man, I can't wait. I ain't been on champion since Cody. I ain't been on champion since Cody. Because when I see Mark, he got answers. I don't give a fuck. We could be up there talking about shout out to Full Circle. Averb versus Ill Will. Let Mark be there. We gonna sidetrack. We gonna get some answers today. You said Verb 2-1. Verb 2-1.
Verb 2-1.
Panel, man. I ain't dissing on y'all. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they did their thing, man. They definitely did. They went through. They did it the right way. Shout out to Rita and the Woty panel.
That's really all that matters, my nigga.
Nah, they did. It was official. It was official.
It just look, you know, if a motherfucker win all on the outside looking in, and then somebody that didn't watch the panel come on the outside looking in and just seeing all those awards and shit, and then it'll be like, damn, they didn't win. It'll just be like, you feel me? That's just on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I feel the way I feel. Like, I'm scrolling the timeline. Jazz won this. Jazz won this. Jazz won this. But Hustle wins Woty. You gotta understand. Like, a nigga be like, wait, what the fuck happened? Like, you know what I mean? But that's
I'm not gonna lie. It would have been the same thing last year because Jazz won all the accessory awards last year too. If she wouldn't have won last year, it probably would have been the same outlook. Like, how the fuck she win every accessory award, but she ain't win Woty? So I ain't mad at that take.
You know.
Shout out to Jay Black pulling up. Shout out to Jay Black. He here to pretend that he don't know what I'm talking about.
Shout out to Jay Black.
But it's cool though. It's cool though. Anyway, like I said, all I was saying, gang, like they really did. They did their due diligence, and
that's what's up.
It's the same thing for me. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jazz. Jazz is the fucking GOAT to me personally. But when they broke that shit down, and it's like, all right, having her at 3, it's like you want to argue because Jazz is the fucking GOAT. But when they broke it down, it was like, damn. And then so she was at 3. When they got to Coffee, who was at 2, they were talking about Coffee versus Jazz. So it made sense having Jazz at 3. Then it was Coffee versus Hustle. And even though they had already made their points in Coffee versus Jazz, then it was, all right, Coffee versus Hustle. That's how the panel should be when it comes down to 1 versus 2. Shout out to Jay Black. My bad, I'm going on mute.
That's a fact.
My bad, Jay Black. That's your turn to speak. Oh, you ain't got nothing to say? Oh, all right. I'm just saying.
This nigga Edward.
Nah,
Hey, yo, listen, bro. I'm on Hills,
He been
man.
on 10 all day.
What you so tell me what you talking about, brother? Like
I mean,
break
you
it
heard
down,
me.
fast.
You heard everything
I
I said. Shout out to Jay Black.
Actually didn't. I was preoccupied.
Jay
I showed
Black
up a little
over
bit
here
over
trying to
2
cook up an argument. You know what I mean? He like the boss. They like to really listen, sit on mute, and then think of what their rebuttals are, and then come up there and say they rebuttals.
No time
And it's
I got
about
niggas figured out.
Woty,
I
man.
never
It's about
even did
Woty.
that. What are you
I got niggas figured out. No, we
Shut up,
talking about
Edward.
Woty, Jay Black. We talking about Woty. We're talking about how Jazz
What are
won.
you talking about, bro?
All right, so I'm explaining this to you, right? Watch this. Wait, listen, everybody stay on mute. Watch me cook Jay Black, y'all. What we talking about is how Jazz won 3 out of the 5 fan categories and the fan vote, right? But didn't win Woty. So we were explaining to Twerk.
You explained
No,
it.
Jay
In your
Black, let me
sentence right
finish.
there.
Let me
just
answer you,
explained
Jay
that.
Black. Twerk
You
was
just
saying,
explained it.
how did Jazz win all those things and not win Woty? So I told him 3 of them are, or all 4 of those are fan voted. So then his
Okay.
response was, well, what about the panel? Did they break that shit down? So I was explaining to him how, even though the fans had their vote, and even though on the Cody panel, Jazz was over Woty, when the women debated Jazz, when she came up at number 3, his thing was, even though it was unanimous, or it was 5 out of 6, even though 5 out of 6 had Jazz at 3, there was a whole 15, 20-minute discussion about Jazz versus Coffee, who was at number 2. Then when they got to 1 versus 2, there was another whole debate about Hustle versus Coffee. So explaining to him that, when you have the importance of crowning number 1, that there should be a full-on dialogue comparing number 1 versus number 2.
So you're
Not
making this
just
about Cody.
shout out. No. We talk. No.
That's what you're getting at. But you
No,
let
we're
that.
talking about the
did a whole
importance
Chilla
of a
Jones
debate
scheme.
on
You
both
did a whole
Cody
Chilla
and Woty.
Jones scheme to get to that point, brother.
Hey, ain't you a fan of Loaded Lux? Oh, all right.
Punch every bar, but go ahead though.
Cat.
Oh my
Loaded
God.
Lux ain't punch every bar. Never mind.
Everything he says
Go ahead.
is a
I'm not
punch,
even gonna
but
do
go
that.
ahead,
Shout out to
bro.
Loaded Lux. All right, listen. So this space recorded, right, Rita? So he talking about punching every bar. When Loaded Lux versus Rum Nitty happened, I don't want to hear shit about 8 bars in what Loaded Lux said. He better
And that's
punch every
crazy.
bar, Jay Black. He
That's
better
crazy.
punch
This is
every bar,
crazy.
or
Back
I'm
to the
putting
women.
you on champion.
Back to the women.
He taking away the Women's Day. This is Women's Day.
No, we was talking about the women. I was
going
giving
for
the
the
women
men.
their props. Shout out to Rita, Hurricane Dew. I don't want to just say the women, because shout out to my guy Josh. Shout out to Rita, Lola, Dew, Wing, Ty, and Josh from OTFMZ. They did the panel the right way. That's all I'm saying. They had a full-on debate. When you got to that top 5, nothing felt rushed. Every one of them. 5, 4, 3, 2,
you know
1.
what you're doing, brother, man. You know what you're doing. That's okay.
That's a fact. And
Right.
tomorrow
Thank you,
is
Anwar.
lit. Somebody tag Mark and tell him to pull up.
Nothing's happening tomorrow, by the way.
I'm pulling up tomorrow, man. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm pulling up tomorrow.
I won't be there.
Hey, Twerk, tell him, man. Yeah, all right, I'm pulling up.
When he pulls my plane ticket and everything, what you mean? Pardon me, Honolulu.
Yeah, Honolulu. Yeah, all right. Anyway, but yeah, no, again, all jokes aside, man, shout out to Rita. Shout out to the entire Woty panel. At the end of the day, whether you agree or disagree, they did the due diligence. And if you have someone else, so let's say you got Coffee at number 1. Let's take Jazz out of it, because people want to, make this about Jazz. If you got Coffee at number 1, make sure that when you make your tweet, that you went back and watched their debate on how they got the Coffee at number 2. Shout out to Hustle. I can't honestly say she lost a battle all year. And I'm not even sure she had a single debatable all year 2023.
So did Eunice.
For real, Jay Black?
That was
You think it was
debatable.
debatable?
Yeah, that was debatable.
All right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, cool. How about this? Does she have a loss? One that you want to say, no, she lost this battle. That's the general consensus.
Clearly,
no.
Outside of 2-on-2, outside of 2-on-2, no. Clear enough.
Not you bringing up the 2-on-2 like it carries so much weight, Black.
All right, don't start. I'm just saying, if we going by the resume, that's what it was. But again, in that 2-on-2, when you add context to it, she was the shining beacon on that 2-on-2. So, you know what I'm saying? So she gets credit for that too. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to put out there, your Cody said that AIDS is better than the Woty panel. That's who y'all gave Cody to, man. Out of line.
Child, look, they do not care. Ain't nobody gonna never care. I done gave up on that campaign. They don't give a fuck about what he say or do. He gonna continue to battle rap. So we just gotta let it go. That's what it is. That's what I found. That's what the fuck it is. It don't matter what he say or do. We're gonna support Big K, right? Fuck
I think
I ain't in that weed.
I'm gonna say this: only people in the culture that's held accountable is people that we have in high regard. I mean, so I think if I would say something crazy, niggas would get me out the culture fast or cancel me fast, whatever it is. But anybody else, that's the game.
Well, Wimpian.
Salute to the ladies, man. It was an incredible thing. Salute to everybody involved. Jay Black, thank you for even creating the platform that you do. $10,000 is a shit ton of money. So salute to all of y'all, man. This was an incredible, legendary night,
shout out
man.
to Frank White. He's actually the one that's gonna be providing the 10,000.
I'm out of
So
I'm out of here. Y'all
we
have a good night.
appreciate you, Frank White, and everything that you do. It's called We the Fans, and what he means to say that we the fans is the one that's gonna,
Absolutely not.
And so we're gonna. If you want any award tonight, please contact at Frank White.
I'm good, bro. Everybody getting blocked. Boom, boom, boom.
So just go to him. I don't have your money. He has your money. Everything is the escrow that they be talking about. It's
Hey,
actually
man.
Frank White. He got you bad.
May 18th, OSBL versus Gates of the
I'm
Garden.
outta
May
here.
18th. I don't know what he talking about.
Time for Cody Panel.
Still,
How can we
Hustler.
help you tonight, Spill? How are you?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all did y'all thing, man. I enjoyed that motherfucker. I ain't gonna start.
Thank
Was
you.
up there looking all scrumptious. Yeah, y'all was doing y'all thing, man.
Scrumptious is crazy. Thank
Y'all was doing
you.
y'all thing, man. I enjoyed it. Like, no funny. You know what I'm saying? Ty, real talk. I want you on a Cody Panel. Try to at least. You was up that bit, like, really, like, yeah. All y'all. Like, really was like, it was fun. No funny. Like, I was up in that comment line.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I'm also, like, again, I said it earlier, but I'm so happy that people were able to watch from the beginning all the way into the very end and was thoroughly entertained all the way through. So very appreciative of all of y'all who tuned in.
Y'all
OG
got
Spaces,
memes and
what's
everything.
up?
Y'all got memes and all type of shit out there.
How y'all doing, Woty panel, man? I gave y'all a hard time this year. No cap. I
You
ain't gonna
tried
lie.
to. I wasn't letting it go.
No, shout out to Tata because honestly, Tata helped me figure out this criteria a lot better than other years. So salute to her for that. Y'all did y'all thing, man. I ain't got nothing negative to say. Y'all did the best y'all could. Y'all went through every resume effectively. I feel like even throughout the resumes, right? Oh my bad, the countdown. Y'all had times where it's like, okay, we moving on. Do anybody feel like this should be changed right now before we move on? I feel like y'all handled it very well. As somebody who donated for the first time this year, and I donated twice. I actually took 2 surveys. I was impressed, man. I don't really have nothing bad to say.
I got a grievance about that because I was told by Jay Black that wasn't possible.
Trust me,
It
right
don't
now,
count.
he did not take 2 surveys. He did 2
No,
surveys, but 2 were not
he
accepted.
probably did do 2 surveys. That don't mean 2 of them counted.
I made 2 separate donations. You feel me? I did 2 I wanted that extra
We
firepower.
understand what you did,
Right.
but that's okay. We'll let you
OG, do me a favor and speak on you remember how in your spaces sometimes there was this maybe like a black cloud over the panel in certain areas where people felt like it wouldn't be fair or people could be biased. Speak on that
or
and how
do
you felt
wanna
about
speak
how
on
it turned out.
you was saying that we wear cubicle outfits and shit? Which part
Yeah,
you
I
want to
did
address
tell y'all.
first?
I stand on that. I called y'all team cubicle clothes, and that was kind of my thing because I didn't enjoy what y'all did last year. Y'all got my respect. Y'all definitely the Woty panel. Let me call y'all what y'all are. The Woty panel. Y'all handled that very well. Tata, to your point, I feel like that dark cloud is over. Everything that I was saying in them spaces, I feel like y'all rushing over certain things. I feel like stuff is disorganized that time. Tonight, I can't say that. I gotta keep it a buck. Y'all did a very great job. You know what I'm saying? It's a very great job. I couldn't. It's nothing I can complain about, honestly.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna go into the fan votes, even though I disagree with some of them. But at the end of the day, it's a fan vote. I'm not the only fan. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is.
You got a right to disagree with the fan vote because you donated and did the survey. You have every right to air that grievance out.
No, but we all donating. So I'm mature enough to understand, even if it doesn't come out with the outcome that I want it to, you know what I'm saying? I want it to be, it's so many fans. I'm one out of millions. You know what I'm saying? And, however, I'm throwing the number out there, but however many people donated, I'm one out of all those people. You know what I'm saying? And if they felt like in their heart, hey, I feel like Jazz got this one. I feel like Casey got Body of the Year. I don't really want to go back and forth with that because like I said, I'm one out of many fans. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. I just want to say I enjoy the award. I know y'all, you know, a lot of times y'all say, hey, you don't like it, go make another award. I like y'all award. You know what I'm saying? So I have critiqued it, but I feel like y'all did a great job. I'm no hater at the same time. I feel like y'all did a great job. When y'all do a great job, y'all supposed to get celebrated the same way. You know what I'm saying? That same energy when I feel like, hey, this ain't right, that ain't right. I'm gonna give y'all that same energy. Y'all did a great job. Salute to J Black Champion, the whole panel, even Josh. You know, Josh did his thing. I ain't know at first. You know, I didn't know. I'm like, okay, what they doing with the Josh? Okay, the Josh know his shit. Let's see. He did well, you know what I'm saying, also tonight. So just salute to y'all. I ain't got nothing but positive energy. I feel like y'all did a good job.
OG, that's fire. I appreciate that feedback and for you being honest. And I know you're going to spread the word in your spaces about how it was fire. So that's dope as well. I appreciate the support that you gave us and just shouting us out for doing a great job. I said that before I said it to them like 3 times. I know they was probably tired of hearing. I'm like, no, like for real, y'all. I think this was the best one ever that we ever did. I feel like we did our due diligence. I feel like we made sure we argue points. We even went back on shit, like even though that got annoying sometimes, but it was just to do our due diligence and make sure it was right. So to hear you say that after I know you've been critical is very fire to me.
I think what helped also is that it was a lot of spaces being held about Woty way before Woty. It was time for y'all to meet, of course. Where even when fans were saying, when we'll be like, well, I got so and so, and I think it's kind of clear. Well, no, don't just think it's clear. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. And then they realized things were closer that wasn't really closer. We defined criteria, like even in other spaces, like, man, so and so only battled 3 times. Okay, what battles you got? Because they actually battled 7. So I think the more we as a
The same thing happened last year, child, and they still gave us hell about where Shoni was placed, and that was real irritating because nobody was bringing up her complete resume in the spaces. And I allow people to speak freely, but if y'all not gonna bring up her full resume, and then when we bring it up as a problem, that's a problem.
Nah, that's what I feel like y'all did that better this year. Even the debating, I feel like y'all wasn't going off track too much. I think last year sometimes y'all kind of went off track to the point where it's like, hold on, you're losing me a little bit. Let's get back to the original debate. I think y'all debated very well this year. I can't even knock y'all on that, opposed to other years. So no, y'all did a good job. Like I say, I didn't agree with everything, but it's not about that. You know, I'm mature enough to understand it. I'm not going to agree with everything, but what I do agree with is the process. Shout out to Lola, Detroit. What up? You know what I'm saying? I kind of critiqued her last year too, but I think she did an excellent job. I might not agree with everything she said, but what I do like about her is she stand on business. She stand on business. And she did that all throughout the panel. When y'all gave her the options to bring up Shuni and shit like that, she stood on business. I like that. It don't matter if I agree with you. I respect that part of it. So I ain't got
you ain't even
bad.
gotta agree. You just gotta, it's just gotta be a understand. At least let me help me understand. Cause I ain't gonna cap. I changed my mind on strength of schedule when it came to coffee. I actually thought originally between the 3 ladies, coffee had the weakest SOS. But in thinking about it, like, and listening to other people and thinking about it more in the context of her and Twerk was a grudge match given a history. Her and 40, of course, was a grudge match. Even her and Snake had some good. So you going into these situations. Queen of the Ring is 40 home. You know what I'm saying? URL, like Twerk is revered, a fan favorite at URL. You know what I'm saying? Even going overseas and battling champions in these other countries. Like, so those are kind of hostile environments. You know what I'm saying? So where me, I'm just looking at the names. It's like, man, ain't no Gemini bigger than old Moody. That's what I was thinking initially. But in listening to the dialogue, I'm like, nah, hold on now. She actually did have a tough schedule. You said what, Black?
You got a space mic. Why do you sound so clear?
Get you a Samsung. I'm telling everybody, ditch them rotten apples. Get y'all some Galaxies. We are the world, man. You too could be clear, Black. You could be clear. Don't cry, dude.
Wait, so do we understand? Because another conspiracy has been broken. It's just there's no apologies. So I was having a debate at some point early in the year. They said if you're higher on Cody, you automatically win Woty. So did that happen, or
Yeah, I
was that?
dispelled that rumor. That's a fact. The list was actually the order was
But
all
for the second,
discombobulated.
Oh,
the
I thought
second year in a row, we have dispelled
so.
that rumor, and I just want to be
Is
clear
it
on that.
automatic? Should I get the money Jazz, or they said it's automatic? They told us.
Black Earth.
Motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Listen, we take all this shit all day, bro. We take come on, bro. We can't do one post back or something. God damn. We can't get it one LOL like shit.
And this
Dragging
be
us all
very
the whole
critical,
time.
man. This is very critical, so people really
We get
invested, bro.
dragged every day, man.
Hey, it come with the territory, Block. You got a very important award in the culture, and I didn't heard y'all with hey, make your own award. We don't want to. We want y'all's to be better. That's it. We trust y'all award. It is
I
what
love
it
your
is.
Nah, but
honesty though,
some
because
We
people.
don't
nobody
want
I see
else
to.
the
has
honesty
said
right there
that.
with that, but it's like some people won't say that. They won't say that part right there. We'll get the drag. Where's like the oh damn, I was wrong or whatever it was. It's just you got to do this. You got to do this. We got to do all this stuff. Why can't y'all do it too? And it's not just the fans. I think if there's MCs right that's high in power, even some of them even say we're gonna make our own situation. It never happens.
Facts.
They tell you that this is gonna happen this year, and it never happens.
But that's why, again, I appreciate
Where's
your
it at?
honesty because most people will not say, we like your award. We don't want to. They don't want to say that. It's all about the negativity as opposed to just being honest. We like what you do and we would prefer to watch you for what it is that you put together for us in our entertainment. And that's okay. It's okay to say that.
No,
And
I
nobody
really
else
is.
let's keep it a book. Nobody cares about the other. Man, listen, hold on. Let me say
Y'all
this
do
real
care
quick.
about the other awards too, though, because when they
Not
drop
like
it, they
y'all
No,
drop
no,
are.
no, no,
it.
no. I'm not talking about body of the year. I'm talking about the
No,
other
I'm
people.
talking about other lists. Like when other
Nobody
teams put out
cares.
lists, there's conversation on the timeline
It's not
about them.
really. It's barely. When you talking about actual reputable awards, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If ain't nobody else gonna do it, the only people who care about MBS awards is the people receiving them. As a culture, there's no weight there.
That's a
There's no
fact.
stock in it. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. There's no stock or no weight in it. So yes, you could say things like, "Okay, well, make your own award." Yeah, but won't nobody care about that? And don't get me wrong, it's a sweet sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Even if I create an award and I give it to whoever, I give it to I don't know whoever, pick a name, and I give it to them tomorrow. Like, hey, this is my award to you for you are my Woty. Nobody cares about that. I'm like, oh, thanks to boss. And then, yeah, that mug going in the trash or in a treasure chest somewhere. Like, nobody cares. We want Woty and Cody. Nobody else has the reputation, has the status, has the credibility that Wampian and Champion have in the culture at the end of the day. So, yeah, we criticize y'all heavily, but that's just because we revere y'all equally as heavy. So you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's kind of that to whom much is given, much is required type of thing. But it's only because y'all are truly the experts in this, and y'all are who we go to for that. So when we feel like y'all got it wrong or y'all let us down, that the anger is just as high as the reverence. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But ain't nobody making no other awards because y'all awards is the only one that matter. I'm just keeping it a buck.
The boss, you couldn't have said it no better. Like, honestly, their award is more so like what the URL is to battle rap. It's the official tissue, pretty much. Like, you look at it, the panel is basically
The boss, I like that. You finally spoke some true shit, man. It wasn't biased.
Finally is wild. Hi, Rambo.
What's the word, man?